Hello, everyone, and welcome to Pathfinder: City of Harn, Part 13, I believe. 13. Anybody corroborate that story? I think
It
13.
is indeed
Yeah.
13.
Good. I can never remember the number, and I'm pretty sure I've started introductions in the archive of saying the wrong number before. So, session number this week, motherfuckers. Alright,
That's why you
anyway.
make one of those little bubbles that say correction.
No, I'm not going to do that. I stand by my mistakes. Anyway, moving forward with what we're doing. This is Pathfinder City of Harn. And now we are going to introduce all the characters, because that is the first thing that we do. If you want to know more about the characters and you want to see their character sheets and in-depth information and so forth, like, we're going to have everybody introduced one by one. But if you're watching live on Twitch, down below there are some commands you can see for the bots. If you put exclamation mark, then the name of the character that you want to know about, it will give you their character sheet in chat. So if you do like exclamation mark Estrella, it'll give you Estrella's character sheet, so forth. Nightbot will provide you with the link. Anyway, continuing, let's do the character introductions. So we're going to go from left to right, as we usually do. That, for me, is Zanvin, Ralik, Jean, Estrella, Stanton, Cadius. So, Zanvin, you are first, good sir. And you're in the middle of eating, like, a hamburger or something.
Actually, I had chicken last night. I put cheese on top and I put it on a bun.
So you're having
Pretty
a
good.
chicken cheeseburger. Nice.
Chicken cheeseburger.
Anyway,
Pretty good.
introduce Zanvin,
Nice
you
and
fool.
healthy. Alright, so my guy is Zanvin Matrove. He is pretty much the rock star of Harn on the violin. Don't laugh, it's true. It's true. And let's see, what have we been doing lately? Well, he's a level 5 Thundercaller Bard. And what have we been doing lately? Last session, he watched everybody get drunk. Was very happy about that. Very happy about whatever happened with it. And sabotaged a 9-year-old kid's ship to go
Well,
down.
you haven't
and die.
necessarily sabotaged it yet. That will
Well, he's
happen
planning
during
on
the
it.
week, I'm sure, and we'll make some
Mhm.
rolls to see if you manage to actually sabotage the ship and so forth. But yes, you're a
Die, you
motherfucker.
9-year-old.
He's a motherfucker.
He is a motherfucker. He's an asshole. Anyways, that's Zanvin.
All right. So Ralik, you're next, my good sir.
Well, I'm playing Ralik. He's total level 5, 4 levels in Lore Warden, and 1 in Arcane Duelist. He basically is a climber. He basically climbs around, makes routes, makes maps and things. He hasn't ever been able to really sit still or focus on things for too long. Crow's Feather was actually the longest time that he's ever been on one thing, and that was due to him becoming part of the crew, because he originally stowed away on it and was kind of caught and managed to win the respect of Estrella in a duel, which kept him from being thrown overboard because she talked to the crew for him. Since then, he's been just basically doing jobs with the Crow's Feather and then being on Harm doing running jobs and starting to map the city. He also woke up in Jago's room, and he is not happy about that because it smelled horrible.
It
and
isn't a room. It's literally a hammock.
A hammock?
In a
Well,
fucking
either way.
big ass room of hammocks.
Either
I
way, he woke
understand
up
the
in that
message
hammock
now.
and
I
stepped in
understand the
kobold puke.
message.
He is not happy.
Jago is here.
Anyway,
So good. Exactly.
anyway,
I got the moves
Ralik
like Jagger.
is, yeah.
He's not happy with that, but I mean,
He's a fighter,
What you
lore
gonna
warden,
do?
scythe fighter. Yeah.
Things actually about his character.
So, Jean, tell us about Jean.
Jean is a level 5 human barbarian with the Titan Mauler archetype. He came to Harn looking to protect people from big monsters and hopefully find big weapons to do it with. He also enjoys perusing the variety of women that are available. There weren't that many to choose from in the desert, so yeah, he's been doing that for a
Basically,
while.
he's a
And
misogynist prick.
at a party, his lack of social skills got him in a lot of trouble with the Minister of Slave and Taxation. And needless to say, he got sold as a slave and recently got free. They had a big party, and despite having his hand broken, he had a great time. And he woke up with some rogue chick whose name he doesn't even know.
Yeah, random rogue chick.
No one knows.
I just like to point out that your
Good
hand was broken after Rogue Chick.
Whatever.
What's great about that is I have something planned for that today. Okay, Estrella. Tell us about Estrella, Bear.
Oh boy. Okay. I play Estrella. She is a level 5 half-elf rogue of the Scout and Roof Runner archetypes. Chaotic good, leaning, chaotic neutral, treading that line. The elven side of her family worked for the Stanting family line for several generations due to the long lives of elves. And since they were so busy, her parents, she spent most of her childhood climbing all over the house, jumping, getting into trouble, etc. As soon as she reached adulthood, she ended up on the crow's feather and then working there as like the rigger monkey, the one climbing the ropes, all that good stuff. And after 6 years, she hopped back onto Harn to make a name for herself. Right now, she is in a shitload of trouble, and if you want to learn more, I'd suggest watching the rest of the campaign sessions.
Yeah, the archives. Yes.
Watch the archives, god damn it.
I mean, they should be doing that anyways.
Yeah, they should be.
Why are you starting with part 13? I mean,
Seriously.
Well, I mean, this one's live right now, so there's that.
Like, I guess you'll learn it soon, but, yeah, so she's gonna be hiding out for a while. Alright. Stanting.
Lord Theodore Reynolds Stanting to you.
Bear just
first-
passes it off without
the
waiting
first-
for me to pass it off. Bear.
What a jerk.
Anyway, go Stanting. Fine.
I knew you'd say it.
Just go.
So I am playing Lord Theodore Reynolds Stanting of the Stanting family, the 7th tier. He is a gunslinger of the Musket Master archetype, who is now also a member of the Harn Military Police Force, as I last remember from the last session I played, granted to him by the Magistrates. And he is looking to clean up the streets a little bit and make things a bit safer for the city, root out corruption, and probably die in the process.
Hell yeah.
Root
All
out
right.
corruption. Little does he know
And,
that the guy who loves
Cadius.
his music is corrupt as fuck.
The last member of our team.
Yeah, Cadius is a level 5 character, 4 levels in Theologian, the cleric archetype, Theologian, whatever, blah, and then 1 level in min-maxing Dickweasel. He was abandoned at a very young age that he can't even remember who his parents were, raised by goblins in a very low tier, which made him realize that higher tiers meant more power, and above those tiers was the sun, so he started praising the sun and Sarenrae. At the age of 17, he went to go look for his parents, and in the current events that happened, has an agreement with the magistrates to get knowledge and information on his parents. Also, he's had like multiple encounters with the followers of Phalorian, which are a misguided few that wrongly spout religious nonsense. And what was the last one? He's part of the Mages College currently.
Nice.
He's also
He is
been
indeed.
semi-adopted by Stanting.
Yes, he has also been semi-adopted by Stanton.
I just to clarify, Cadius is the min-maxing Dickweasel of the group.
Yes.
He has a burning hand spell that does like 1,000,000 damage.
Not even! It's like 20, okay?
By the
It's
way,
been that way since like
I
level
also
1.
want to point
It's
out that
about as much
Cadius
as
did
John.
not do as good on his tests as Estrella or Stanting.
I know.
Yeah.
okay?
Stanting, who doesn't
I've-
even know magic, did better than.
Stray's not even rolled. She's just like, yeah, sure, I'll take the test.
I heard something about magic once. All right.
Saw it in the movie once. Yeah.
So the first thing that we're going to do, of course, is talk about what we've been doing since we last convened. Each of the characters during our little time gap will have been up to something, of course, and may give us lead into what we'll be doing today, depending on what they want, as the world is open to them, and they may do as they please, so to speak. Unless, of course, I decide that they're not going to do that, in which case, go fuck them. Oh, yeah, something I forgot. Setting! Those of you who are new to the setting, and you don't know exactly what's going on, Harn is a world, well, it's a city, a big moving city in the desert. The whole world is desert because of a magical apocalypse, and Harn is like a big moving Magitech city on giant tank treads, all brass and copper and magic, you know what I mean? And it is divided into tiers. Each tier is sort of one on top of the other, and the higher tier you are, the more powerful you are, basically. Tier 1 being the highest, tier 76 being the lowest. So the higher tier you are, the better. and you know, that's kind of the basic premise. There's a lot of sort of airships and magitech and sort of steampunk-esque factors. But yeah, it's that's kind of the setting. That's where they're at. They're living on Harn and so forth.
Mhm.
All right.
And, oh, go ahead.
Okay, so moving forward, we are going to be making a 10-day time skip. 10 days.
Ooh.
Since the last session. Since you guys got the follower, the being who thought he was a reincarnation of Felorian to leave. It's been 10 days. So what you're going to do during those 10 days, well, that's up to you. So we'll go through as we did. Also, I'm the GM. Distracted Elf. Lord of the Universe. Anyway,
That guy. Right there.
moving on. We're going to go through what everybody did during the 10 days, and we'll do it the same way that we just did character introductions. We'll go from left to right, and we'll have each person tell me what you've been doing during the time that you've had off in Harn, the 10 days. So condensed, not necessarily condensed version, however long you want. And if it's something I feel I need to intervene in RP-wise or I need to make rolls for, we will do it. More potential for good bonuses and extra items and so forth if you give me something awesome. So please, please, don't be just like, I woke up, I did things, I went to sleep. You know, a little bit better than that.
And I did that 10 times.
So, all right, let's start with Zanvin. So, what has Zanvin been
Alright.
doing for the past 10 days, Phoenix?
A couple of things actually. Zanvin lately has been doing a lot of things with the group, and he's probably gonna want to like not do things with the group. He's also gonna want to clean up his image a little bit because lately he's been doing a lot of evil shit. So he's probably going to be putting on some like benefits for poor children and lottie good guy stuff.
Okay.
Um,
So basically, he's like trying to balance out the evil shit he's been doing.
yeah.
That's not really how alignments work, but all right.
I'm not trying
He's
to
trying
make
to
it
get
the
better
alignment.
about himself.
I'm
I
trying
feel
to do it because the people of Harn are supposed to look at me like I'm a good guy.
True.
So I have to keep up appearances.
It's really funny how Phoenix will be like, "Oh, I'm gonna explain how I tortured this guy in like precise detail," versus, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna do some good stuff and give some charity and shit." It's like an evil character playing a good guy. Like it doesn't. Oh god.
Yeah, it's like I really want to describe every knife stroke of this torture, but I put on like 3 galas for poor people. Just move past that.
But while I'm
Past
doing
that.
that, I have to talk
Let's
about
get
how
on
I'm
with
killing
life.
while I'm doing that, I have to talk about how I'm killing a 9-year-old kid.
yeah, let's
Um,
let's do that.
I love how it segues into that.
So to do that, I'm actually going to be working with Tanya, showing her how to be a dockmaster and giving her the ideals of what she needs to do to be a dockmaster. But at the same time, getting the 9-year-old
During this whole like telling Tanya what to do thing, she's basically like, "I know what to do, you stupid bastard. I have
I'm
been in
wondering
charge.
how-
I
I'm
have been in
wondering
charge
how-
of many larger operations than this."
Unfortunately, right now, I have a job to kill a 9-year-old kid.
True.
So I have to go with Tanya's insults and show her what to do anyways. Because I need to plant a bomb in a box.
A bomb. Kendall's the one to go to.
So
I guess.
you're planning a bomb.
Bomb
Are
box
you
industries.
making this bomb
Well-
yourself? Are you purchasing this bomb? Where are you getting this bomb from?
Well,
Is
with
this
the
is this a
Master System
licensed
gave
bomb
me
or
the
is this like a
job.
pipe bomb, like a military bomb, or like you're putting a bomb in a box? There's like a little bit more than just like, well, the bomb is in a box,
Bomb in a box industries.
and
I put my bomb in a box?
Yeah.
No. There is. Yeah, I probably should have thought of that more. I was thinking of something to dispel the air elemental, like midway through the flight, but I don't know how to do that. So
yeah, you have no idea how to do that.
yeah, I would have no idea.
do you
how
have
to
do you have
that.
knowledge
Like-
engineering?
I have knowledge everything, baby.
Roll it.
All right, hold on.
Get
You're
an
gonna roll.
alchemist
You're gonna roll
to
2
put it
things for me.
delayed.
You're gonna roll me a knowledge engineering, a knowledge. Actually, 3 things: knowledge engineering, knowledge planes, and knowledge arcana.
All right.
Just to see if by chance you know how to dispel air elementals.
Nope.
No, you have no fucking idea. Like the first thing, you're like, well, engines do stuff. Like that's all you know about engines. You have no idea what you would have to do to dispel the air elemental. So I'm guessing you're going for a bomb.
Nope, probably going for bomb.
Where are you acquiring this bomb, or are you making it yourself, or are you going to an NPC to get it, or what?
I'll probably leave it to the magistrate to tell me where I could get a bomb, and for
Hey,
her
she never told you
connections-
to do anything to this kid. This is of your own volition. She just said,
no,
you know,
she
it
told
would be
me
nice.
she'd like the guy dead.
She said it would be nice if he went away, but she's not gonna be like giving you one-on-one details as to like, look, step-by-step process. Here's how you bomb things. Look, let me run you through it, you fucking idiot. I'll do it myself if I have to do this. You know what I mean? Like she doesn't have time for you.
I think someone in that high of like a political position would be more worried about blowing up a kid, how that's going to affect their reputation with fucking everybody.
She has no time for you to just like tutor you on how to bomb stuff.
Let's see, how am I gonna do this?
Besides, she doesn't know anything about bombing stuff.
Yeah.
No, she's a politician.
She never does anything like
Can
that.
I roll
wizardy
any
person.
knowledges to see if I know anybody who can make bombs?
Yes, roll knowledge local.
Or
We know that
knowledge
Stanting
engineering.
has more gunpowder than God.
You also know that Kendall happens to be living in
And that
that house.
Kendall happens to be working with Stanting.
And if that house were to catch on fire, the entire tier would go.
Walmart, they saw everything.
Interesting how
Stanting
a
has the
cleric
power
of
to
Sarah
take
Ray
out
and
all of
firepower.
her.
Okay, so I still need a knowledge local roll. There it is. Okay. So you know that Kendall makes explosives. He has literally blown a ship up before, like the exact thing that you're asking for.
All right, then I'm gonna go to Kendall.
Perfect. So you head
To
up.
the Stanting Manor.
So you head up to Standing Manor, indeed. So you head up to Standing Manor. I'm assuming Estrella's here, and I'm assuming
Yeah.
so is Standing.
will be there.
Let me switch over to the Standing Manor map because I actually have a map for this. I'm a little too zoomed in for my liking. Let's just take it out a little bit. There we go. Caddy's is here, I guess, if he wants to be. Kendall's there, and we need Zanvin. Zanvin, there we go.
Hello.
So you're coming. Oh, Estrella's not here. Hang on.
I'm here.
Are you?
See?
Oh, you
Yeah,
are.
she's been staying in the manor.
Okay. So, Kendall's doing his usual thing. He's in the kitchen area, just like chowing down on sandwich, because that's like the only thing that Kendall does other than make explosives is eat sandwiches. So you make your way into Stanting Manor, and I'm assuming, you know, the butler lets you in, sort of like, Lord Stanting is, you know, upstairs in his study or whatever. And,
Explaining the finer points of gardening to Estrella.
okay, you guys are having like a gardening lesson somewhere. So, Zanvin, you make your way. You make your way
Yep.
into the kitchen, and you know that Kendall's there, and he's currently got like a big like a really big, way too sharp knife for cutting sandwiches that he's like cutting sandwiches into triangles with, and he's got like a nice like lettuce, ham, tomato, like bacon like sort of sandwich going on, and he turns around like taking a bite and he goes, Zanvin, yeah, how can I help you? What's up?
Zanvin?
How's it going, man?
Zanvin's kind of like cringing from the talking while he's eating. He's probably spitting some on
Oh
his
yeah,
face.
yeah. He's
just
totally,
like,
he totally like no decorum at all. Just like eating and talking at the same time.
All right, we're up.
Zanvin's going to like pull out his little like handkerchief like from his pocket and just like get it ready in case anything gets on him, because he has to keep getting new suits. It's annoying. So he's going to just like look at Kendo, seriously disgusted. You know how we blew up a ship last time?
Yeah, those fuckers. They captured me. Those assholes. They got what's coming to them. Fuck
Well,
Kindle
there's-
Watch.
There's more Kindle Watch assholes that need to be destroyed, and I need a bomb.
I don't know. Blowing up more of their ships. I didn't do anything directly to me this time. I don't know how I feel about that.
I need a bomb.
Roll diplomacy, I guess. And then diplomatize.
And then diplomatize.
Diplomacize. He rolls diplomacy like 31. I need a bomb.
It's 21.
I don't know. I don't even know where I'm gonna go with this. Yeah, I'm drawing blanks with this.
Tell
Look,
them there's Nazis on the ship.
look. A lot of good people are gonna die if we don't blow up this ship. All right. There is a lot of people that keep blowing other things up. So wouldn't it be, in turn, good to blow them up?
Well, I mean, maybe. How much you paying for this bomb anyway? Commission, man. I don't work for free.
Look, I just need a bomb big enough to blow up the backside of a ship.
Yeah.
How much would it cost?
Let's say, all the parts, carry the powder, deployment system, a little bit of razzle dazzle, maybe. I don't know, maybe 200 gold.
Deal.
Cool. So you pay your 200 gold to our good buddy Kendall, and he goes off workshopping, and he's like, "All right, I'll make this bomb for you, no problem." And he goes and crafts it up, and he's like, comes back sort of like a couple hours later, with like what looks like a little box, with sort of a priming mechanism on the top and like a little fuse. Brings it back, and he goes, "So just put this wherever you want to explode things, and light it up. You're not gonna have a super long amount of time to get the hell out, but you didn't say like bomb that you needed to be really far away from when it happened or anything like that, so I'm just assuming that this is fine. Here you go." And he just like hands the box like gingerly to you, and he's like, "Don't drop that."
As you're walking outside, make a reflex save.
don't drop that. And if you do drop it,
Not in the house.
don't drop it. And he like turns around and goes back to sort of the kitchen counter, picking up the half a sandwich that he left behind, and just keeps eating the sandwich. He apparently is done with you, having got his money and traded you the bomb for the money.
Alrighty then. Zenman, like, as careful as he can, walks out of the house.
Just holding it like, Oh yeah, also don't like shake it, or you just hear this like called as you're leaving sort of thing, like through the kitchen. Don't shake it or tilt it sideways or otherwise disturb it in any manner.
And don't leave it in sunlight for more than 3 minutes.
Don't let it get too hot or leave it in a humid place.
Okay, so this is really easy.
He's just like,
to set up then for them to be like destroyed during like the middle of their trip. All right.
Yeah, basically you just
All
sit
you gotta
down,
do is
the
leave
ship
it
shakes, boom.
carelessly on something.
This is like
the ship shakes and boom.
Just pack it in one of their crates that they're coming on, and it just.
This is like the worst prepared bomb ever.
It explodes. I'd say that's a pretty
Well,
good bomb.
it explodes, but it explodes at like the touch of a hair. You know what I mean?
All right. Well, I'm gonna go to the dock.
Okay. So
And-
you've got your bomb, and you're taking it down to the dock. The nitroglycerin comment just made me think, that wasn't water. That's nitroglycerin. Don't move. Don't think. Don't even breathe. Anyway.
Kendall says this as he's shaking the ball.
Continuing.
Don't
this.
drop this.
Look, don't shake it like this.
Don't tilt it a little bit. That'd be
Give you a
bad.
present. Ooh, what's inside?
Woo.
Anyway, moving along. You take it to the docks, and they're loading up the ship that they're going to be leaving on. This is a ship paid for by the magistrates, basically privately funded, obviously, to take this kid out of here, basically. So you approach the ship, and there's a couple of burly guys who are lifting things and putting them on the ship, and there's one guy who looks like he's a security kind of individual, and you recognize him as one of the guys from the sort of like group of clerics that you saw down in the down in the actual like church area. And he stops you and he's like, "Hey, you can't go on here. You know, like we're loading the ship up and we're out of here. We don't want any more problems with you."
All right. Well, fuck. How am I gonna do this now? Looking for a
Hey man,
spell
you had a thing you wanted to do. This is a thing, and it's doing. You know what I mean?
I didn't expect somebody to stop me. I expected that we'd be like just loading shit on.
Quick, bribe someone.
Quick, throw
Because I'm
money
gonna
onto the
bribe a guy to
ground.
like, put a bomb on a boat.
No,
That
just
he's
tell a
getting-
guy that it's a present for the kid, and
It's a
And
going
if
away
it doesn't work, or somebody opens it,
it explodes.
Probably. Well, Kendall didn't say don't open it,
True.
so maybe you can open it.
Here, give this to the person. It's a
If you're just like
surprise,
holding
don't
this
open
thing
it,
out
don't
in
shake
front
it.
of you, it looks like a bomb. You know what I mean? Like if you're just like walking around with it, like, hey, here you go. It's got a fuse coming out of it.
It's a birthday candle.
I'm just assuming that you have it hidden somehow or
Yeah.
somewhere.
actually, you know
Was.
what? I'm just going to go like
Throw it at
just
the.
leave, go around the corner,
Just
and
throw it.
go invisible.
Okay, you're gonna leave and cast invisibility. Okay.
It doesn't work on a bomb.
No, that's fine. It works perfectly well. I'm going to just roll some perceptions. Actually, no, they can't make it. So
Yeah, if he's standing still, it's a +40.
if he's not, it's 20, and that's still too much.
Yeah.
Is it?
So I'm just going
Except
to
for
go
their
and-
elven
No, it's
captain.
+20 plus the roll and his existing mod.
So you can just sort of make your way onto the ship invisibly.
If his mod is 10.
And then I'm
which
going
one
to
is
go.
wrong?
I'm going to try and find like the cargo bay, and
Okay.
precariously put it on top of whatever's the largest thing I can find.
Okay, so you're just gonna stick this thing on top of a big crate.
Yep.
Cool.
Like about to fall.
Yeah. And then get the fuck off the ship.
Okay, and then you leave.
Yep.
All right, good, perfect. Nobody notices you. Nobody's any the wiser, and the box is now there.
Zenman pastes a fake mustache on the bomb.
About an hour later, by the way, you hear a story of like one of the ships that's in the dock being loaded, going down like as it's being loaded, like the backside of the ship just being blown to pieces and it just fucking falling to the ground and like being dragged along the desert floor, you know, just sort of explosion. You
I
have
don't know
no
if
idea.
that's the kid,
You have no
but-
idea who was on board or anything, but
I just know it exploded.
it was being loaded, and you fucking wrecked the shit out of it about an hour later. So, job well done, I guess.
I mean, I didn't have the resources to make a better bomb.
Wow.
I guess I'm gonna hope that the kid was on it.
It's one of those things in a Disney movie where the bad guy's like, yeah, definitely, he was on it.
Yeah.
For sure.
That kind of reminds me.
Hercules. That name sounds familiar. Is it like when all the boys were named Jason and all the girls were named Brittany? Anyway, that quote.
It's so
Yeah, it's
good.
definitely on there. if it's good. Anyway,
It's good.
continuing.
Fucking love that. Oh, I love that.
All right, and I guess I'm still supposed to be showing Tanya the ropes. Gotta keep that in. So.
Okay, so you're just like hovering about Tanya as she goes about her business. There are some very well aimed jabs to, depending on how annoying you are. There's some very well aimed like finger jabs to various nerve centers as you like shift by her, and you're like, this paperwork here. She's like, dink, you know, like, ah, fuck. It's sort of
Knee in the
stuff, like-
groin for blowing
like-
up ships that are at her dock.
like literally paralyzingly well placed blows with like two fingers. You know what I mean? Like she knows where to cause you pain.
God damn, she's a monk.
I was gonna say
She
she has
might be.
levels in monk.
She might.
And
Be.
she has improvised weapon. What a bitch.
What a bitch.
Lots of my
Zenvin's just going to like
Lots
whenever
of-
she does it.
lots of my
Zenvin's just
NPCs
going to-
do have levels and things.
Zenvin's just
Dude,
going to
let's
like
keep
grumble
Rosenbart.
and go, "I'd cut you in so many places if you wouldn't enjoy it so much."
I think you have it the wrong way around.
Some nice banter going between Zanvin and
Indeed.
fucking.
She's not usually one for banter because she can back it up super hardcore. She usually just does that. But she certainly hates it when people get in her way. So Zanvin hovering around being like, you should do it like this and organize alphabetically. And she's like, organize alphabetically
it is
in
my ass I
Elven.
put on the line
You
for
know,
her to be on
like-
this job. I'm going to make sure she does it right.
Anyway, continuing along. That was literally just Zanvin's lead-in. Okay. So moving along to the
Mine would be
next
that one.
person. What about you, Cody? How about Rallic? What's he been doing?
Actually, this basically after the thing with Jago, he's going to ask the magistress if he can use his favor to get a house like on the 20th floor up like a small house that he can stay in.
Oh, you're
Hiding
using,
pirates.
you're using your magistrate favor.
Yes. Just
Oh
like
yeah,
that,
if you're
simple
using your
higher
favor, for
tiers.
sure, like a 20th tier little like townhouse type deal.
Yeah, basically.
Done,
Like somewhere where he can
done
stay
and done.
and
She has
he
like
can-
17 of them just like lined up
Yeah.
waiting.
I figured this would be a good, like, something he would actually use it on. So from there, he will start, like, mapping. Obviously, he can't really climb as much since, you know, that higher security and stuff.
Yeah.
But he'll start mapping it out and getting the layout of the higher tiers now. And
It's really
when-
very easy to do that. The higher tiers are super well maintained, and they're already like street maps and stuff. It's not
Yeah.
like a, it's not
Yeah,
like a
like
big
anywhere
deal.
that might lead to somewhere else through somewhere that isn't mapped, like maintenance
Hiding
things. Or
holes.
whatever. Yeah, basically.
Hiding
And
holes.
other than that, he is avoiding the docks as best he can because he doesn't want to go back to the docks for a while.
High five.
Apparently nobody
Right?
wants to go back to the docks for a while. Okay. Cool. Raven, tell me about Jean's activity in the last 10 days, good sir.
Well, after his hand recovers, he goes back to practicing with his weapon because that was really depressing for him not to be able to wield it in that fight.
Indeed.
That really sucked. Other than that, he'd probably be looking to try to find his rogue friend because she's like the only person who's actually been with him.
Oh yeah, also make a fort save.
Everybody else, oh my god, seriously?
Yeah.
Also make a fort save.
Well,
Wait, what?
Oh,
Oh
See,
god.
this is why you don't get laid in the Middle Ages.
we
With rogues.
delayed.
Whoa.
Ah, he's fine.
nice.
He didn't catch anything
Okay.
necessarily.
What is
You
that,
don't know
like,
if that was
star
why.
that's down there?
I don't know what that
It's
star is.
new
It happens
roll
anytime you
20
roll.
dice stuff.
Yeah.
I like how it was
Oh,
a
is
will
it?
save, though.
The star
I will
next to
not
it is
get
like the
chlamydia.
quantum rolls or whatever. It's like perfectly random. You know what I mean? I don't really understand it.
That's the update that was okay.
But yeah, the dice are like updated basically. Okay. So anything else, Jean?
Just trying to get to know his rogue lady. And
So
practice-
you do run into your rogue friend again, and she's quite receptive to seeing you again. Clearly, she was happy the first time. I have to think of a name for her. Give me 1 second while I do that.
She's the first person that he's met in Harn that wasn't a complete tease.
Instead of Jimmy, because it's a female, her name is Jane.
Shit, Jimmy.
Jane.
She is going to be a. Let's see. Let's call her Mara.
Huh?
Mara. So you learn that her name is Mara, and she is one of the local sort of when Sameth was running the dock, you could have called her an enforcer almost. Like she was one of the people who sort of did the runnings for the less than legal side of the business. She knows her way around dangerous situations, and well, you look strong and tough, and just generally a good person to have under her thumb. So sex is also a good weapon to keep you nice and charmed. You don't know that, of course, but that's just her motivation. So, yeah, you meet up with her, and there's some other sort of a little bit of back and forth there. I'm sure you guys during the 10 days probably hook up again once or twice. Yeah, so Mara, there you go.
Okay.
She a rogue. She a human rogue.
Oh, she's human. That's a plus.
She is human, yes.
That's a
Not
plus. It's more like, wait, she's not an elf? That's a plus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty much. Yeah.
It's like, so wait, let me get this straight. You're a drow? Yes. That's a
That's a
plus.
plus.
Those filthy dagger ears. Anyway, so that
Knife ears.
anything else, Raven? Anything we need to go for there?
Nope.
Do you
No.
want to settle down and have a family?
No.
Settle down, have some kids. All right,
Too many things to kill.
Bear. Tell me about Estrella.
She is not setting foot outside of the 7th tier unless she absolutely has to, and she is going to be, learning gardening from Stanting because she is, genuinely wants to see what's up with that. So.
She literally has too many flowers in her garden.
Okay, so you may need to give me slightly more than
Yeah.
that.
Well, she's gonna be,
professional gardener role.
Yeah. She's going to be milling about the estate most of the time. Actually doing work around the house, anything to occupy her time, and she is not going to go below the 7th tier unless she absolutely has to, like, if the magistrate tells her, or something this, something that. She's not even talking to, like, Tanya or anyone else. She's just holed up in this little
in her little
in this little
world.
estate. She goes out once to grab an item that I wanted to buy, just a ring of featherfall. So there's that, but that's it. She's going to be a recluse for this time skip unless forced out of it.
Okie dokie. So while you are sort of holed up in the in the in the manor, you do receive a letter.
Mhm.
You receive a letter from sort of an unknown person. There's no name. There's just the letter L on the signature line. And the letter goes something like this. My darling Estrella, it has been years since I have seen you, and I am looking forward to returning to Harn after my long sojourn across the other cities.
Oh no!
It has been your lovely face that has kept me going this entire time. The thought of you in my mind always.
Oh,
My everlasting love for you, L.
As soon as I get this letter, I find out where Alec's staying, and I go to his place
Okay.
and just stay with him.
Sure.
Instead of being cooped up on the 7th tier, you are now cooped up on the 20th.
20th.
It's like-
Yeah, you're good.
He knows where I live. Alec!
What?
She just hands him the letter and is like, I'm staying with you. And walks
Alright,
in,
I think I have an extra room.
throws her stuff down, like, nope, done.
Word. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, that was probably like only after 7 days or something. So you spend about 7 days sort of like in the Stanting Manor, doing gardening with Mr. Theodore Stanting, and your parents, I guess, are there.
Yeah.
Who are happy to see you. In the whole like you finally come back. Maybe we can make you a nice refined young lady,
Gain a rank in
rather
professional
than a
gardener.
dirty scoundrel. So there's a lot of like, how can you go out dressed like that sort of comments directed from your parents who are, well-to-do, or at least your father. I don't know. Your mother is also.
Yeah.
Um,
She's human, but she's got,
So
she's 7th tier.
there's a lot of that. And that kind of deal. So yeah,
She wasn't always
after
7th tier.
7 days you get that letter, then you move down to where Alec's staying and hole yourself up there. Cool.
Basically, yeah.
Anyway,
Go and nip.
so moving right along, let's have Mr. Stanting tell us what he has been up to for the past
So-
10 days.
I have a couple of questions. So, during the last session, was there a time skip, and how much time was in the last session?
What do
Because
you mean?
I would have been doing other things. 'Cause I
Oh
wasn't there
yeah,
last
no, you're
session,
right.
so
You're
I
right.
have this whole amount of time
Last
to make up,
session
plus
there
the
was
time
only a couple of days, I think,
I
and
don't even know if there was.
I'm actually not sure that there was. But
So it was
you've got at
roughly a
least. I'll just
day?
give you like 2 weeks. You know what I mean? Like we'll
Okay.
give you a couple extra days,
Good.
just because like there might have been.
So
Oh yeah, us doing stuff was probably a couple days.
So there would have been a couple of days that Standing would have had to organize his stuff before his inauguration into the Special Military Police Force.
Yep.
That he was granted by the magistrates.
Indeed, you have been officially inducted into the police force, so you are now a card-carrying member of the law, so to speak. Rather than sort of retired military, you are now police military.
Yes.
Active duty.
His armor probably still more or less the same leathery stuff, but instead of being the like Scouting Corps logo, it's probably a much darker, like more black, kind of look more like the actual military, as it currently is with the military proper symbol and all that stuff, but not keeping all the same stats ish. It's just different color.
Yeah.
He will have been fine-tuning his weapons and then starting his training regiment to, whatever fitness routines and things that they have to do to learn to be a special member of the police force. So investigations and things like that, like learning to read the documents and taking notes and where to file them and profiles on open cases and things like that, which would lead him to the final day where he would probably be at the docks investigating this bombing that has gone on.
Yeah, you of course know that this is a ship that was going to be departing from Harn, headed back to probably Brant or somewhere like that away. Which is one of the other cities, by the way. I don't know if you were here we were trying to come up with city names like on Thursday. So there's that. It had some fairly. Actually, do you have an investigation? Standard?
There is no investigation.
What would it? I guess knowledge.
Knowledge local?
Or
Knowledge.
diplomacy.
I can do knowledge.
Or
local.
diplomacy or intimidation.
I think
or any of that.
there's kind of I have all of that different stuff.
I know. I'm just saying, like, if you give me
Survival?
a roll.
Yeah, I'll do. Well, since we're just starting the investigation, I'll do knowledge local. To see if there's clues first.
Wait, Stanting's on an investigation now?
He's on an
Standing's
investigation.
trying to investigate the bomb I blew up.
Oh.
That's not the right roll.
Oh,
That's a
minus
minus
plus
yeah.
7.
Minus plus
That's
seven.
not a good roll.
Uh,
Yeah, let's not press all the buttons on the
I mean,
keyboard at the
technically
same
that
time.
still works because 6 minus
Um,
7 is.
That's
negative
still
1.
wrong.
God
Pig.
damn it.
Stop it!
That's what happens when I'm not here. I'm fucking failing everything.
You forgot.
Okay, 18. 18. I forgot how to roll 20. So 18 on knowledge local. For any clues to what may have been going on.
I want to see if Pig can investigate to see if it was me.
That's
I
what
mean,
we're
I'll
gonna
just
find
use the
out.
spell Innocence and get, a ridiculous bluff roll, but.
That's if it actually applies to.
Yeah, I mean, there isn't really much left to get clues from. The whole ship, like, collapsed into the fucking desert, when it blew up. So, there's just, like, stories of, like, well, this person was here, or that person was here, or, like, that kind of shit. And, the guard who wasn't on the ship when it went down, he's like, yeah, that bard came by, but then he left, he never got on the ship, like, I was blocking the way the whole time, sort of thing. Some asshole who got us sent out of here in the first place,
And he had a box.
He had a box with a mustache on it.
He's carrying some really square dude with a mustache.
I will have asked him a series of questions. So did this man look How was his dress style? Was he lower tier, higher
No,
tier?
I have a very,
You look fancy.
sort of suit and
They don't
jacket
know the
sort of
tiers, so
sort of guy. I don't know.
Well, you can tell who's rich and who's not rich.
He didn't seem like a poor person.
yeah. But Pig, when we talked to them, they didn't know anything about the city. They didn't even know that the tiers meant like higher tier you were rich, lower tier you weren't.
It's standard questions that he'd be going through.
What the
Hell
fuck
was
was that?
I have no clue.
No idea.
That was weird.
Okay. It's most cities actually have the same like tier thing where higher tier is better, lower tier is poor, as I
Yes, but-
understand.
Again, last time we were here and we asked them different questions about the city, they had no idea what the fuck happens in the city.
Well, yeah, but they'd know like richer.
So
people
I'm just
go
letting
higher.
I'm
That's
letting
about all they
Pig know that because he wasn't here last time.
That's
Okay.
why I'm discerning questions right now.
Discerning questions.
Discerning questions. So we have
Yes.
a richer bard type person,
Indeed.
who has done many different things. I don't know if that's enough clues to actually go and
To
see
go
Xanten
to
or
see
not.
Zanvin. Probably
Um,
not.
But it is someone
What did he
would
look
know
like?
a bard, a bardic type person. I think Stanting would probably go to Zanvin, just because he happens to know him as
Yeah.
a connection to the bard community.
That's fine if you want to go and talk to Zanvin. That's
So
acceptable.
I will indeed do that.
Okay, so you head off to see Zanvin, who's probably
Because he would remember that Zanvin was doing the doc stuff with Tanya.
yeah.
there
Who
are
I guess is
clues.
probably at the docks with Tanya at the point that you're doing this
Yeah.
investigation.
I'm still with Tanya.
Then I will go see them.
Standing's gonna come in and Tanya's later to be like, please take him away.
Please
so
get
so
him
you
on my
you
side.
head to sort of the dark house, where this stuff is going on, and Tanya's like reorganizing sort of the documentation on the shelves of like incoming and outgoing goods and like so forth, and he excuse me. She turns to you as you enter, recognizing you, of course, and says, "Ah, Monsieur Stanting, how can I help you?"
I'm here on official business, looking for whoever may have caused the bombing in the docks. since this is
While
quite an
she,
issue.
by the way, while she's talking, she's still like doing stuff. You know what I mean? Like she's still like moving papers or like getting things out, putting them away, sort of thing.
Stanting is kind of doing the whole like the typical like police officer in the movie thing where he's kind
Indeed.
of like walking around talking,
so
like
she's,
picking up an
you know,
object, looking at it,
she's
setting it down.
she's talking to you, but she's also like Zanvin is there. You know what I mean? Like doing whatever it is that he's doing at this point in time. Feel free to.
Honestly, Zanvin's sitting in the chair the whole time, most of the time.
Yeah, like
This
sitting
is just
behind
an
the
act.
sitting behind the desk, sort of thing.
Yeah.
And Tanya's like, "Oh, you are investigating the accident. I think they may have been carrying something volatile. They, according to the manifest, they had a lot of gunpowder and things of that nature. Probably just some kind of horrible coincidence, you know."
That is possible. There's a coincidence, but seeing as the guards on the dock that were with the ship had chased off somebody with what seemed like nefarious means, it seems like too much of a coincidence to me.
What? And chased off somebody with nefarious. What?
With nefarious
When did
means.
that happen?
No, they saw a guy carrying a really square dude with a mustache.
This guy who has told them
think,
to leave the sea has just come back and he's like, fuck off. Like, it's kind of nefarious.
Okay, well, I do not know anything about visitors to the ship. I do not. That is not something that I have any bearing on. Is there anything I can help you with? Kind of information-wise, if you are doing the investigation.
I'm looking for just general descriptions if you've heard anything. We're in the search for a more of an upper class man of a bardic background, and I see Mr. Zanvin is here. Perhaps he may have known
She just
me.
looks over her shoulder at Zanvin, like glare face. You know what I mean?
Sandvin takes one leg, puts it over the other, and just smiles at her, just like, no.
What
Hello.
stupid things have you been doing, you half-witted? She just like turns around and starts cursing in Elvish. You know what I mean? Just like
I know
fucking,
Elvish.
I know,
so-
just like fucking stupid Zanvin getting in my way, ruining all the shit that I'm doing, reorganizing the shelves and this is all like in Elven, you know, like reorganizing the shelves when I told him to leave them the way they were. I had it all set up, you know, and she turns to Standing and goes, I apologize. Just
She's in love with me.
Yep. That's the start of the love comedy.
yes,
right there.
Monsieur.
That's the start of the
Yes,
romantic love
Monsieur
comedy.
Zanvin. We will. I will show you how very in love with you I am, mon chéri.
He winks at her and goes, "It's a date."
she just like
They have common
smiles,
interests.
sort of
See, but Alf,
self-satisfactorily.
if you remember, last time I did start going to Tanya for her. So I know what Tanya does.
And so yeah, there, you know, you already know about that, and that's fine. So she goes, question him if you want, Stanting. I will continue with what I'm doing. He's an idiot anyway.
So Standing's kind of gonna like, you know, continue pacing around
Actually-
the room.
Zavin's going to get up, go over to Stancing, and go, "Would you like to discuss anything over coffee? I'm actually quite tired of sitting here in the same place all day."
An informal interview without her seems quite appropriate. It seems you're not welcome at the moment.
Sandvin opens the door for Stanting,
He will leave.
lets him leave, and then on the way out, Zanvin's going to blow a kiss to Tanya and wait and leave.
This is the beginning of a wonderful romance.
All right, so let's just, you know, should we acknowledge local or random coffee shop, or we just go to the coffee shop?
No, it's local coffee shop.
Okay. You gonna knowledge local a coffee shop?
All
Those
right,
locals, all those coffee shops.
I'll knowledge local coffee shop.
Ends up in a drug bar.
You're on the docks. What? Coffee is hard to come by.
Okay, so the two of you combined working together to remember a nearby coffee shop is the Dragon's Teeth is an inn and it's not that far away. You should probably go there.
It's an amazing coffee shop. The dragons.
There aren't really very many coffee shops, and I don't know if you'd really want to buy coffee from Harn because you know that the coffee sort of, at least within these districts, is mostly like repurposed kobold shit and, you know, like general really not very tasty things.
Okay, so we're gonna go buy a beer.
Stimulant
Got it.
wise.
Go to the inn then.
Let's go to the inn.
Let's go to the inn.
So, you know, we take our usual seat, order, you know, some drinks. I don't know what you're having, Stanting, but myself, I'm gonna have a rum.
Rum. Just a typical ale. Something simple.
Cool.
He
So
probably
you guys
should not be drinking on duty, but he's doing it anyway.
So you guys are hang on. Let me retransition back to the correct
hey,
map.
back in those days, people drank all the time on duty.
That's true.
So you guys are let's just grab Zanvin and here, we'll get rid of this peasant. He's gonna go chill with his buddies over at this table. Just grab Zanvin, and where is Stanting?
Don't
There
think I'm
he
up this
Bottom right.
is. There you go.
Bottom right, yeah.
So you guys get your table there at the end, and yeah.
Nothing like a good rum. So, Stanting, what kind of questions did you want to ask me?
Well, it's just typical business. I've, you know, come across some odd details from one of the guards guarding the ship who was talking about a more fancy-looking bard-type person who may have been in the neighborhood, someone that he may have met before, but he couldn't recall all the details, and I figured, well, a man such as yourself might, you know, maybe know somebody or have some names? All people
Well,
think of you.
yes, I can give you a bard that is around here that probably went to the ship. You might want to get your pencil and paper out.
Oh,
It's a
he already
very
have that.
weird. It's a very weird name. It's Zanvin Matrov.
But true. Now, can I roll a sense motive against Phoenix?
Against me giving
No.
you my
No, you
name.
can't roll skill checks against other players.
Well, I need to be able to discern if he's lying or not.
Well, it's RP. I mean, you guys are both players. Like, there is a level of ground that you have to come to at this point. Like, there isn't sort of like rules for it. It's just like
I know.
you fuckers have to decide what you're doing. Like, I have no bearing on this. There are no rules. It's just you people talking to each other. Unless you start fighting, in which case
Roll
we start
initiative.
rolling dice. But
Well, that's the thing. I have to determine how much evidence I'd be able to gather from him, and in an RP setting, I could either just flat out say he's guilty or he's not. All
Love
through how
that.
this conversation would go.
well, have the
Anyways,
conversation and let's see what happens. Jesus Christ, like
It's
that's
true
all you
that
gotta
I-
do.
All right. Okay. Well, so you've said Zanvin something or other.
Matrov, it's my last name. Yeah.
Petrov. So you're saying that you were the one that blew up this ship?
Blew up the ship. God no. I merely went over there to make sure everything was going right. You weren't with us when we went to talk to the kid, were you?
I was not. No clue about the events that you were taking part in. All I know is that there was a ship and a rather unwelcome fellow kind of gesturing back towards you. And he seems to have been chased away and was not welcome, and then a ship explodes. It's
They-
kind of coincidental, don't you think?
Would have no reason to blow up their ship. They were leaving Harn. You see, last time the magistress told us to tell them to get out of the city, and that's why they're packing up the ship and leaving. I was just making sure that everything was going well, so they got out of the city. That's why they don't really like me in general.
Well, they are the followers of Phalor and typically aren't welcome here, but they've been more or less peaceful under the eyes of the law and haven't caused a huge ruckus recently. So,
Which is one
anytime
of the
that
more
there are
reason-
ruffled feathers, it's quite odd that they would just leave and then be killed. Someone would have had to have chased them out of the city, and I mean anybody who pays taxes is typically welcome here.
Well, you see, the magistrates didn't really like the leader of the followers of Florian. I didn't tell you. Apparently, the kid is the reincarnation of Florian himself, or at least that's what they were saying. So the magistrates wanted him gone, so none of the followers of Florian would act up. As Tanya said before, probably just some gunpowder and wrong things just happening that probably blew up the ship. I mean, they exploded inside of Harn. Who would explode them while they're inside of Harn and not on their way in general? Who would be that stupid?
That is quite true, but
Just so stupid.
despite whether the magistrate likes them or not, is kind of irrelevant. There are many, many hundreds of thousands, perhaps millions of citizens that the magistrates would rather not be on the city, but being that they pay their taxes and their dues and abide by the law, there no reason to
didn't-
get rid of them.
They didn't have any taxes or dues, and they actually were spreading their religion without proper paperwork. So they had just gotten into town and started doing that. Magistrates wanted them gone.
Well, the only one to determine whether they were paying their rights and dues would be the magister.
Who takes his business from
I don't know, everybody,
the magistrates.
But
quote unquote.
just like to intervene here in this conversation because I know you guys are both playing your sides, so to speak. Information that you have, Stanting, is basically that like a dude came who was probably Zanvin. You know this at this point, from what he's been saying. A dude came and said like, "Hey man, like, can I get on the ship?" And the guy was like, "No," and then the guy left. You know what I mean? Like, that is the information you have. The guard you talked to was like, he didn't get past me. There's no way he could have done anything. You know what I mean? Like,
Yes, but there's other like information that Stanting would have to consider. The fact that he's been party with Zanvin before and knows that Zanvin can go invisible, and all that other kind of bullshit. He would have already known this, and that Zanvin was
sure.
there.
Okay. The next thing I want to ask you though is, with this investigation, what is your fucking plan? If he's guilty, what are you gonna do?
Well, there would be obviously like the typical procedures. He'd have to like report everything back to the military, and they would, collaborate on their investigation, and then probably go to the magistrates, and magistrate would report on this is what happened.
Okay. Sure.
Blowing shit up.
All right.
Okay,
so
but
Stanting
okay.
there's
not
still-
really
So
getting any-
okay, no,
Hold on.
everybody shut up. So, what we're gonna do is, I don't usually want to do this because skill rolling against other players is retarded. But what we're gonna do is, Phoenix roll bluff, Standing roll sense motive. Whoever wins the roll, highest roll wins. That is the way that this goes.
All right, hold on 1 second.
Rolling against other players may not work very well, may not be too productive, but sometimes it's the only way.
This
Well,
is kinda
otherwise
like
this-
flipping.
Otherwise, this will go on forever.
Well,
Yeah, this,
my next
Eat that.
shit. Well, I can't do that. That would, well,
You cast Innocence. GG.
yeah,
Good spell. I mean, that was a good roll anyway.
it was.
nope.
Yeah, no. Zanvin is lying expertly. You know what I mean? Like, there is no way that you would be able to discern that anything he's saying is not the truth.
He's not sweating. His eyes aren't moving. They're staring right at you. He's not increased heart rate. All that kind of stuff. Not there.
He's done this before.
That's his
Not
job,
lying.
really.
Yeah, lying to the police is actually something he seems to do pretty frequently.
Yeah.
How do you think
This
Get to the
person
heart.
here was trying to assassinate the minister. Please take him away.
Well, that would kind of end Stanting's conversation then.
Cool.
Oh,
So,
Stanching,
I
by
was-
the way, you know the bear rug in the tavern?
Ah, the quite exquisite rug, yes.
One of these days, we have to go out and hunt for one of those bears up in the north that Cadius told me. We should talk to Cadius again about it. And try and get you and myself a nice rug like that, and maybe even Cadius.
Ah, I could always use another good rug, and I'm sure he could use quite an adventure himself. needs to
Cadius
get out
walks
more.
over.
I heard you were talking about bears.
I heard bear rugs.
I heard you were talking.
My perception from upstairs heard it. Mm.
You're studying.
Anyways, go on, Elf.
All right. So, yeah. You get out of there basically after that, and I'm assuming that Stanting will follow up like a bunch of other things that could be leads and so forth, and
Yeah. If there's
generally
any traces of like explosive powder.
generally turn up that it's probably
nothing.
well, you generally turn up that it would probably was an accident, as Tanya was saying earlier. You know what I mean? That like the gunpowder went off or something ignited it. Like bad storage or anything
Yep.
like that, and the ship went down completely by coincidence. But it's like what the evidence points to at this point.
I was
I
only
have a
discerning
question.
whether there would be one way even if Zanvin lied to me, if I could have discerned that Kendall was involved, if Kendall would have known and I went to him.
The thing is, would Stanton go to
But
his
there
house?
was- there
and
wasn't
say, "Oh,
anything-
goddamn,
yeah,
this
but there-
investigation.
There wasn't
And then
anything to
Kendall would be like,
indicate
"I
that
made a
Zanvin
bomb."
had talked to Kendall at all or anything like that.
I mean, if you
don't think
really
Kendall's
want to
mentioned
fucking
anything,
pursue
but-
this like that hard, I guess. But,
I don't think he'd go that
But
far.
let
I
me
mean,
tell you what's gonna happen. Okay, just so you understand where this will go. If you get Zanvin and it's like he is the one, I will process him by trial and so forth. What will happen is the trial will start and it will be it will be called a mistrial and you will never know why.
And then your
Stanting will
sandwich-
never learn the reason as to why the proceedings never continued, but they never will. Because
And then
guess
your
what? The
sandwich buddy
magistress
will
knows
probably-
exactly what happened. You know what I mean? And she's just like, yeah, make this go away. And then it does, because that's what she does.
And your sandwich
So,
buddy might.
I just want to make sure that you're not missing out on anything by like
it
making
would have been
the whole
a,
investigation.
a certain loose end the fact that you said we don't know who all was on that ship.
Oh, we
So
don't.
the case would not have been closed at any point until they find all of the bodies.
Well, those that aren't lost in the desert
Yeah.
somewhere.
Having intake kisses.
There's kind of like that would be a lot of salvage, but yeah, that's the general deal is that probably there won't be a solution. We could convict
Happens
some
all the
random
time.
NPC and go through the proceedings, but like this
I
has
don't
been a
think we need to
pretty
go that
epic
far.
lead up so far. We haven't even
I don't
really
think we need to go that far.
started yet. You know what I mean? So.
It's been a whole hour.
Yeah, I know, right? It's great. I love it. So, anything else standing for the two or so weeks, my good sir?
No, he would have closed that section of his investigation at the end and then moved on to whatever is next.
Okay, cool.
Whatever will happen. That will
Finally.
be determined this session.
Indeed.
Finally, Cadius.
And last but not least, Cadius.
So, Cadius will have been in the mansion at the time that Zanvin went to Kendall to ask for a bomb. He would have also been in the tavern at the same time as Stanting was asking Zanvin questions, just because it's awesome. He just knows, and he's just gonna be like, "Oh," but he won't know what happened, so it's okay. But yeah, Cadius is going to. One, find a church or like altar prayer place of Sarenrae and like pray because he's been having a rough time with religion. And he hasn't been doing that lately at all, except like morning rituals and whatnot. But he's gonna like go find a church, pray, ask for forgiveness of his like sins and whatnot. I don't know what sins there are in Sarenrae religion, but
Well, I mean, Sarenrae is a naturally good aligned deity, so
Yeah.
like evil things
so
are bad.
forgiveness and I technically accidentally killed these people or didn't save these people when I could have, forgive my sins.
I mean, you're also doubting the religion, so you could pray for forgiveness on that too.
Yeah, it's really to like empower myself again to like believe again.
just
Not that I
gotta
don't
believe.
believe, it's just that I want reinforcement, so I'm just gonna go to a church of Sarenrae, do some praying, ask for some forgiveness, do that whole like confession
though.
thing. Not on everything, mostly on like I accidentally killed a few men or
Sure.
like I, whatever.
Sure, and you're absolved of your sins by your deity, so Sarenrae
Yay.
forgives you.
But I'm also gonna go to the Mages College.
I thought you might.
Yeah, all the time. Because there was that like week off, right? And that was like at the end of the week off, so I have to go back to my studies. I'd also talk to Ryland.
Ryland, yeah.
Nice, remembered. Because I'm looking, because I've been learning like basic magic and like history of magic and theories and stuff, but I'm specifically asking him for something that can empower my magic or strengthen my magic because I feel when I go out with the group, I can't do much and I feel weak because I'm not good at hand-to-hand combat and I want my magics to be more effective. So I'm literally going up to him and being like, how do you know of anything that makes my magics more effective or anything of the sort that makes magic more powerful or even reusable or, he's essentially asking the questions of, are there things in life that can make me stronger without me having to be stronger?
Okay. Well, Ryland, of course, he is of course in his office, at the college, and you come and ask him these questions, sort of like, face to face, outside of class, so to speak. And he goes, "Oh, yes, of course. There are ways to improve your magical prowess. However, many of these come through years of study. You understand? It's not a matter of instant gratification. Other such ways that you might improve upon your ability to cast would be artifacts of particular power, things like that. Of course, it's not as easy as just me telling you exactly what you need. You understand? It's more here, let me see if I can. And he sort of turns around and like digs through a bookshelf,
Yeah.
like goes Here, and he slaps it like sort of down in front of you and goes like, "These are the kind of things you need to learn if you want your magic to be more actively powerful. Things like casting without gesture or casting without vocal components. You understand? More
see, I
instant, more instant sort of a cast. Even when in trouble, you might be able to call upon this kind of might. These are the sort of things that, as an academic wizard, you'll never need. It's just a matter of those that engage in deplorable things like pure combat. You understand, against men with weaponry and so on. Ryland is clearly like an academic mage.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
he is like, you know, the theories of magic rather than like I cast fireball and you die sort of guy. So his taste is a little bit skewed when it comes to things that he wants to learn. And he continues. He goes, "Oh, I would be happy, good sir, to use this to lend this book to you if you so wanted to try and study
Oh God.
these particular types of well, um, not restriction, I suppose. How would I say it? He tries to think and he's like, just different practices of magic. As I said, happy to lend it to you.
Sure, that sounds amazing. I'll gladly return it to you once I'm finished. So I'm assuming this is just kind of like a book of like meta magic spells. I don't know. Like
Well,
meta
it's
magic
just
feats
like
or,
yeah, it's just like the theory of meta magic, you know, in general.
I want to know what I'm learning here.
Well, you're not learning anything right now.
No. Yeah, but the book. I mean, I have to read the book.
But the the book itself is just like, you know, the theories behind casting without, you know, gesture, or casting without vocal components, or casting using, you know, a high level spell slot, blah blah blah, like all that shit. It's all sort of that meta magic stuff, you know.
Cool.
And the sort of in universe reasons that these things work, you know, like instead of channeling through your gesture, you channel through your mind using those gestures, you know, within itself rather than actually physically just blah 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 blah.
Envision the gesture.
Yeah,
You
you
envision the gesture. You imagine the words and envision the gesture.
you believe that you are gesturing, and the effect is the same. You know what
the
I
most
mean?
effective spell is like silent without moving and quickened, just like
Things happen.
you look at them.
Fireball.
Perfect. That's like legitimately everything that I wanted was this book. Thank you, Ryland. I'll return it to you after I'm done, but it doesn't look like much of a light read, so it may be a while. Anyways, so I'll take the book. I'll bow. Thank you, Ryland, again, and I'll
Yes,
leave
he's
his
like,
office.
no, not a problem, dear boy. You know, and
I have 10 copies of that.
gets back to his studies. He's like, I never really had much of a use for it anyway. So it's all useless prattle.
I took that from Stanting's manor when I was.
I just forgotten to throw it away.
That's actually Stanting's copy. I stole it from him. I'm actually a kleptomaniac.
God damn it.
Kleptomaniac Archmage Ryland. I just walk into people's houses and take their vases.
His character development, though.
Oh, it's so good. I
Oh,
forget what it's gonna do. Okay, wait. So I'm studying at the Mages College. I have to attend my classes, which takes a little bit of time.
Mhm.
I'm going to time off, eh?
Mhm.
Probably like practice magics. like just practice using magic and like see if reading this makes my spells more powerful in like back alleys and small places. So you know what I'm saying? Like a dude who reads this book is like, I wonder if I could do that and tries to do it and
Yeah.
stuff.
He just
Obviously,
makes
it's
sure
not
he
gonna
I know
work.
exactly the kind of person who reads a book and goes, I wonder if I could do that, and then just tries.
Just make sure you don't do it in your standing manner because you're burning
Flips
hands.
to the
might
middle of the
explode
book.
entire
Let's do it.
This
No,
one!
I'm not gonna use burning hands on anything, but it's gonna be like spark. See if that can be done.
That is
without-
even worse. That is the maid to set things on fire.
Accidentally burning hands the book. Oh shit! I
Oh,
can't bring it
boy.
back
Mage
to
hand
him
or
now.
something.
terrible. Mage hand. Yeah. Yeah. I could do that. Like mage
Or light,
hands.
like in just whatever.
light.
Light.
See what-
Boom.
Damn it. You know, stuff like that. Obviously failing at everything. I'm going to. Ah, man, I forgot what I was gonna do. No, I can't think of anything anymore.
You can't think of anything more? Okay, that's fine then. You're good. You filled out, you know, the information well enough. A little bit of RP with Ryland. It's all good. So, now we're actually at the part where, you know, it is
Shit happens.
present day.
Stuff happens.
But actually, you know, that was really good. That's the kind of thing like that I really like about sort of the time skips and stuff. We get a little bit of individual sort of things on a case by case basis, so to speak. Okay. So you guys are you're all doing your own things. You know, Estrella's holed up with Ralik. Zanvin is doing his general, you know, business. Jean is probably trolling for more, you know.
Lemons.
Yeah, trolling for women's.
I was
Stan-
gonna say more ass, but
yeah,
of
well, I
course.
was also gonna say that. So, and Cadius is doing his studying, and Stanting is doing his, you know, Stanting things.
Paperwork and
Yeah.
investigating and then gardening.
He's Stantinging.
He's gonna be stanting.
So
Well, gardening.
you guys carry about on these activities for first of all, is there anything anybody actively wants to do? You know what I mean? Like that you have something that you really. Because remember that I have several things that I can do, and there's like one or two that are different from others depending on what you guys kind of provide me with here. So if you've got any activity that you particularly want to pursue, then we can pursue it in
Not
fashion.
gonna lie, I'm kind of interested in this whole L letter thing.
I just want to get a ring of featherfall, but
You want to get a ring of featherfall? How much money do you
Yeah.
have right now?
it's 2,200, and I have enough. I have 2,278.
If you want to go and get one, you can. If it's 2,200 and you have 2,200 and something, then yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, you can buy one.
All right,
I can see
that's
a ring of.
what I'm gonna do.
You can
I
grab
could see a
yourself a
ring
ring
of
of
featherfall.
featherfall. No problem.
Sweet.
So spend your money, get your ring of featherfall. You go to a shop. There's plenty of that kind of thing available. Ring of featherfall is a pretty common one for richer people to have because, hey, what if you fall off? You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
you're on the higher tier. Have fun.
Yeah.
I'm kind of curious about this letter too, but I don't think Astria told Standing about it.
No,
Right,
Like,
she
she's
hasn't
told anybody
any
I
of us
about
about
have a
it.
thing. Don't even.
She showed it to
You
Rally.
If you guys are curious about
stay
this,
here, this will
so
be a
you guys
corner.
are curious about this letter.
They don't
Yeah.
know.
I'm curious
You-
about
okay.
it.
Well, you know,
all
the
right.
Australia's been like gone essentially.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
Well,
and
I mean-
Sandy would know she just suddenly left.
Yeah,
the
you
house.
just suddenly left in like a panic, and your parents are probably
Okay.
like, "I don't know what's fucking wrong with her."
well,
she's just
this
gone
is the
crazy."
thread.
And
This is the thread I will pursue then.
He's
for
an
the moment.
investigator, so he'll probably look into it. Like, what the fuck is going on?
This is the thread I will pursue. So
I also kind of wanted to get Estrella and the captain together at some point.
well, you can do that as you
you
wish.
can do that later.
But we'll do this first.
One thing at a time. The letter.
Okay, letter. So a couple of days pass. Nothing exciting happens. You guys are doing your regular stuff, and there's a knock on the door of the Stanting Manor. Just and as it's knocked, the butler sort of goes to the door. Estrella's father opens it and goes, "How can I help you?" He goes, "I'm looking for Estrella. Is she here by any chance?" No, but Stanting probably knows where she's gone, sort of thing, and brings the man in. He's wearing sort of Harn military garb. Clearly, he's been on active duty within the Harn military. This is
And worthy of respect.
I can't remember exactly what you wrote, Bear, so I'm improvising.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is a he's something like 6 foot tall, handsome, sort of human man. Sword on his hip. He's clearly well trained in sort of the general military arts. And fairly well ranked too. He's obviously been away on career for some time.
Would
He
this
looks
be someone that
he looks like
Stanton
he
may
may
have
be
met?
a sergeant or something of that matter, but within like the infantry, so not necessarily a Stanting contact.
Well, whether he's seen him at like a gathering or something, maybe not.
No, he's been like on active duty, like in the
Okay,
field.
so he's like been out of the city.
No,
on,
like
the
he's
front
just
line type of
returned
thing.
from
Okay.
exploits against other cities, sort of thing.
Those Kindle Watch
Um,
fucks.
Hang on.
This Kindle Watch Fox.
Yeah, those assholes. Hang on. I just want to make sure I'm getting everything correct that I wanted. So he's led into your study, Stanting, and I'm assuming you're gonna be there.
Yep.
I'm reading in it.
You're reading in it. Okay.
Yep.
So you're just sitting in the corner, like flipping through a book, while Stanting is scribbling or whatever.
He's not on duty, so he's just like laying back, relaxing. He's got his like glass of scotch and like a pipe.
Nice. So the man walks in and he says, "Mr. Stanting, I presume," gesturing to you there in the desk.
Stanting will obviously, or is he at the desk or the chair?
I'm assuming. Well, if you're
Well, I don't
If
know.
you're
Is Cadius? Are you sitting at the desk or not?
Oh
So
wait.
maybe saying Mr. Stanting and leaning towards Cadius.
no, definitely towards you, the mustache.
Okay.
Okay.
Stanting will stand up and give a half-assed, semi-brisk salute as a general show of respect to another
Indeed.
man in the military. I am indeed that man. What can I do for you, sir?
My name is Alistair LeBlanc. I've been looking for Estrella. This was the last address that I had her at. I sent a letter a few days ago. Not a few days ago. Sorry, a little while ago. But it should have arrived recently, within the last week or so. Excuse me. Should have arrived within the last week or so. Hoping that she would be here to greet me. We are very old friends, and I have been dying to see her. I don't suppose you know where I might find her.
That's quite an interesting tale. I do recall when the mail came in a couple nights ago that something had caught her eye and she left in quite a huff. I was not quite sure what it was that she was up in arms about, but she's not been back in a couple days.
As I said, do you have an address for her where she may have run off to?
I do not. I don't have her address, but I know she's quite chummy with that Relic fellow, and he still seems to be in contact with those on the dock, and perhaps the magistress would might know if you have contacts to get a hold of them. The crow's feather. Someone on the docks may know.
Ah, okay. It's very unusual. He seems a little put off because it's like the Estrella that he knows is like a 7th tier princess. You know what I mean? so that you're mentioning that the contacts on the docks might have any idea where she is a little weird to him. But he's like, oh, thank you. I'll make sure to try and follow that up. And he sort of gives a nod to Cadius, who's in the corner, because it's impolite not to at least, recognize that there's another person in the room, and says, I'll be staying at the non-commissioned officers' barracks within the 12th tier. Should you want to get a hold of me. As I said, Alistair LeBlanc. If you hear from Estrella, please let me know immediately.
I will let her know if I've seen her. I'm quite familiar with the barracks myself. Spend many a night there.
He salutes and sort of turns around and heads out.
Standing will have returned the salute as he's turning.
Yeah. and you hear him mumbling to himself as he leaves, going like, "I was sure she'd be here waiting for me," as he leaves, very very much sort of confused.
I'm so glad we followed this up.
It's great.
Stanton.
As long as other people are cool with like the focus, I can keep going. You know what I mean? But I want to make sure that everybody gets their say. And I know, like for instance, Jean's not doing very much right now and hasn't been for a while. So
Jean, do
Yeah.
stuff.
yes, anything that we need to do for Jean before
I totally invited Jean up. To the
He's
He's
seventh
got to
tier.
meet with what Julia with the giant assets or whatever. Jennifer, whatever her
I
name
wanted
is.
Julia.
him
It was
to meet
Julia.
Julia. and I
Julia with
wanted,
the giant assets.
It's a
I
big,
wanted
you know.
him to be my test dummy for using these spells.
What?
so you're gonna be like, Jean, you want to come and like practice? Yeah,
Yeah.
practice.
I can also show you Julia with the nice assets and wonderful land.
The vast
Travel
tracts
with
of
large-
land.
kids, like yes, it works.
Eyes.
So the conversation basically goes, "Hey, Jean, I want to test out some new spells that I have, but you'll get to see Julia. I've been talking with her recently, and she said she really likes you."
She remembers when you bodyguarded her when she went down to the ninth tier to do that charity shit, and
Mentioned she wanted you to bodyguard her more.
Closely.
yes,
Body.
she mentioned it as she
Guard
was
it.
leaving the Stanting Manor the other morning.
With your body.
So okay, if this is actually something that's happening, let's do it. Go. You know.
Oh my gosh.
Does John accept? Does John accept? We're throwing out the invitation now.
Oh,
Tits and
that
ass,
is-
John.
What?
Tits and ass.
Tits and
Yeah,
ass.
Essentially, hey, I want to practice my spells, but there's a beautiful lady upstairs.
Oh. Oh.
So, if you'd come up to the mansion and possibly do some practicing with me, we may in fact encounter a certain somebody named Julia.
Wait a second. Which one was Julia again?
The one with the ample assets.
She's very intelligent.
She is Valerie style.
Except Valerie actually is intelligent. Please.
Yeah.
More or less.
Just gonna shrug it off. Names don't really matter. Sure. Now, you're practicing what?
Oh, nothing really. It's just simple spells. You know,
Okay.
I figure you're a strong and wholesome
Robust.
man.
I think the robust is what you were looking for.
Robust. Yes.
Robust.
Durable.
Yes,
Terrible.
Big words.
Perfect. No problem. I'll see you tomorrow around noon. That sounds fantastic. All right. See you at Stanting Mansion. Stanting
Bye.
Mansion.
Okay.
Okay, so the next day rolls through, and I'm assuming Jean goes up to meet with Cadius, up in the 7th tier. He can get there, so you guys are still good. You know what I mean? Like this is not where
Just
I
continue,
intervene yet.
That's fine. All right. So, essentially, I guess he'll come to the door and ring the doorbell, be answered by a butler as per usual.
Indeed.
I'll be in the study, so he'll be brought in. I'll be reading my book. That is essentially like improvement forms.
By
of
the way,
magic.
there's no Julia in
power.
sight currently.
I know.
just making
There's
sure.
no Julia in
I'm gonna walk inside, looking around, obviously for Julia, and I'm gonna roam around the house trying to find her, thinking she might be like, off doing her own thing. And when I can't find her, I'm gonna approach Cadius and just with my great sword, my big one, I'm just gonna point it like right at his nose while he's reading his book, and be like, "So about this practicing and Julia."
Yeah. You see, practice comes first, because then you get the reward later. I sent out an invitation to her, obviously, because she seemed very interested in you and your job.
And your large sword.
You and your large sword.
So yes, only a slight bit of practicing, maybe around 2 hours worth, and then we'll see where we're at and if she has arrived yet.
He's gonna start counting on his fingers, trying to figure out 2 hours. and then he's just gonna shrug it off and be like, "Okay, where are we practicing?"
So I'm guessing that Stanting Manor has like a big enough place in the back.
You don't
It's
want to
like-
cast
Places-
fire spells in Stanting Manor.
No,
In
I
the
don't want to cast
Go,
spells.
go out in the courtyard, burn my flowers, not my house.
But how big is the courtyard? Because I don't want Jean charging me.
Yeah, no,
Fucking mansion.
it'll be fine.
Okay, cool.
It's not fucking
This is-
Buckingham
this is-
Palace, but
this
it's
So
is-
essentially, I put Jean somewhere
This
along
this
this
is
like,
RP
walkway.
anyway.
I put Jean somewhere along this walkway, and I stand him there. I'm like, okay. So essentially, what you're gonna have to do, I'm gonna stand over there, and I just point backwards, not in any like discriminate direction. I'm gonna stand over there, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cast a spell on you. It should not harm you, but see if you can like see it happening, or dodge it, or even hear me casting it. All right.
This doesn't sound like practice.
It's perfect practice. Don't worry,
Sounds
it'll be
like
good for
we're
you.
Jean alive.
It's
What-
practice.
But it's not practice for me if I'm not hitting you.
Yes, it's practice for you to dodge.
Why would I need to dodge if I can just kill all my problems?
Use
Because
these wooden swords and go to town on Caddy. He's just wearing plate.
Because
Lucky Jean can kill all his
think of it this way.
problems.
If there was a mage and he was casting spells without, verbal components or movement components or things of the sort, and like casting them too fast for you to attack, then wouldn't you want to be able to respond to those things? You would now know, after seeing me trying to do these things, that how I would cast without speaking, or how I would cast without movement. You know what I'm saying?
Did you just call me slower than a mage?
No.
That's all he picks up on.
No, it's very, very simple. Don't get hit.
just- All right, well, stand here. I'm gonna go over there. This will only be a couple hours.
And then I get to see Julia.
Yes, most likely.
What?
Cadius
It's okay,
just
he
kind of
doesn't
like
understand
walks
probability.
away at this point.
It's okay, he's
What
an
is
idiot.
What is this roll? If Julia would come.
I already did it.
Okay. So I'll walk back around like 100 feet. I'm 100 feet away because I'm a little scared now. And I'm going to produce a small flame in my hand and then throw it at you, essentially.
100
Okay.
feet, that's a hell of a throw.
Yeah, don't worry.
That's how produce flame works.
The produced flame is 120, I believe, so
Yeah.
I think he's fine.
So I throw it at you. You obviously have ample time to dodge and whatnot because you see me probably casting it.
Yeah, like
you.
winding it up, sort of.
Yeah,
thing.
I'm like blah 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 thing in my hand, and then I throw it at you.
Realize you're about to throw fire until it's already like in your hand. Because as far as he's concerned, you're just making weird motions.
I think you would understand spellcasting by now. You know what I mean? In terms of
You
like
understand
that guy is
spellcasting.
dangerous.
You
He is
would
doing
fire
things.
Especially throwing fire, I think he would
I
understand.
don't know what he's doing. Wizard!
Anyway,
Okay.
so that kind of thing continues for like 2 hours, you know, where it's just like Jean is like, you know, trying to avoid these things.
And I'm like yelling at him. Did you hear me do anything?
Yeah.
Or did you see me move?
My response to that will be, what?
Anyway,
And I'll like
so
move
all
closer every
all of that
like-
is
Julia
is
here yet?
all of that is going on, and about 2 hours into this practice, a messenger arrives, Cadius.
All right.
And he says, message for you, my lord, you know, like, all respectful, and hands you a note. And you open up the note, and on the note it says, my most dear apologies, but the Lady Julia is not interested in talking with people she's never heard of before. You know, basically, like, this whole, like, she has
Well.
decided that your invitation is perhaps not in her best interest at the current time. She has other pressing matters with which she has to attend. Our dearest condolences, you know, the household of, so to speak. So basically, she isn't coming, and she doesn't
Alright.
want to see you.
So I read this message. I'm like, Oh my. I see. Jean, there seems to be an issue. It seems that Julia has been kidnapped. I instantaneously spark this message, like I burn it. I just
Just burn it.
I do apologize, but it doesn't seem like she's coming. The message says not to worry as the ransom has been paid, but she is currently preoccupied.
Hold on. Okay.
John immediately goes
Myself so you can continue.
Okay.
Deep breath.
Pat, I love you.
That improv note.
So as soon as you mention she's been kidnapped, he's gonna grab his sword and try to head for the door. He's not gonna listen to the rest of what you have to say. He's gone.
He's running down the street, Julia.
He's going to Julia's place.
He's going to
sword in
Julia's
hand.
place right now, sword in hand.
Welcome to being a slave again.
On the bright side, I'm sure there's guards on the 7th tier. I think he'll probably be detained before getting there.
This time it's Cadius's fault.
Something is not Estrella's fault.
Cadius is a pretty stand-up guy.
Is Caddy's going to run after Gene and tell him it's all right?
Well, I'm reading, like I'm thinking and trying to explain this message in a way that he wouldn't run away, and then he did, and I kind of didn't notice, and then I look over and he's gone, and I'm like, ah,
Back to the library.
well, all right then. Since all those failed, it's time for more reading. I just assumed that you heard Julia wasn't coming, so you left.
Okay,
So-
so you're just like, okay, we'll let him do whatever he wants. Okay, cut away from this now. Let's go to something else. What's Zanvin doing?
I was about to say, at this time, Zanvin's probably walking down the street going to go see Stanting while seeing Raven going by.
Yeah, you basically just saw Jean going like, I'm gonna fucking murder some bitches.
Julia!
And Zanvin's going to see that and look back at the Stanting Manor and then look back at Jean and just like, and start like running after Jean.
Okay, so you're with Jean then. Okay. Cut that for a moment. Cut back to other stuff. So, is anybody in the lower tiers at the moment, like near the docks and stuff?
Fuck no.
I guess not. So, after several sort of investigatory, situations where my NPCs run up against my NPCs, which I'm not gonna RP for you, by the way, because I don't want to play with myself.
Not
On
on stream,
stream.
at least.
Yeah. So, that happens. And eventually, let me roll some things. Yes,
Ox
perfect.
level tracking. Fuck, not perfect.
So,
That's
You're
public, by
seeing
the way.
all your rolls, yeah.
it's fine.
Okay,
That's
just making sure.
It's what I wanted.
Alright. Alright.
It's not perfect, but it's at least good enough. All I wanted out of the 3 was 1 over 70, and that was my roll. So basically, there's a bunch of investigation being done by Alistair, and he eventually finds out where Rallick lives. So
That's impressive.
it's not really that
That's
impressive.
impressive.
It's not really that impressive. He has military contacts and governmental
Still,
contacts.
that's impressive. Like, I
you
just
own,
got the
you
house.
legally own the house, and it was a recent purchase. It's not that hard.
Yeah.
True.
Well,
Any
it's
realtor
made
could do it
I assume
too.
she already
Like-
owned it.
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
Oh no, it's in your name now, so you're in the
yeah.
name. Like
Yeah.
Stanting did say that.
Yeah, he said the name is Rallick,
Yeah.
and
Still,
so
that's-
forth. Anyway, he
docs.
wants to find
Pretty
Estrella,
impressive.
so he's pretty motivated. So Alistair approaches the door of like the townhouse, and knocks, in a gentlemanly fashion, and waits for somebody to answer.
Rallick would probably
was
answer after a little bit, just be like confused because he only told Estrella that he lived
So Rallick
here.
answers, and he sees, a 6 foot human male in good shape, wearing a Harn military uniform, rank sergeant, with a sword at his hip.
Oh, okay.
And the
That's
man
new.
says, "Hello, I'm looking for Estrella. I don't
Oh, are you?
suppose she's here. This is a friend of yours, Mr. Theodore Stanting, told me you're Rallick, I assume.
Yes. Yeah.
Then a friend of yours told me that she would be staying with you. So I'm wondering if she's here."
Well, she did come by a little while ago. I think she already left. I could go check for you, but I think she already went off. And at that, he'll like turn and just head into the house, like closing the door, kind of, just be like, "I'll be right back," uh, and go find Estrella in the house.
Can you roll bluff for me first? Just
I will, but I don't have any bonuses to it. I'll roll
When I
it.
hear the knock on the door, I'm upstairs just in case.
I mean, it wasn't a lie, really. That's why I was hoping it would work.
All right, could I roll a
Yeah, but
perception
that's a-
check to see if I can hear him because I'm not in the vicinity of the house?
wait, what?
Can I roll a perception check to see if I can hear Alistair?
Window
Sure.
Because I'm
crash on
not
the
in
second
that
floor.
like area of the house. Yeah.
Window crash on the second floor. Jody.
Okay.
Ah, she just
Yeah, you can hear him talking, though you can't hear the distinct words. You know what I mean?
Okay. Would I be able to recognize
Probably.
who that is?
It's been a little
Alright.
while
Your
though.
window.
Yeah, I was gonna say like, is there a roof near the closest window?
Let me find out.
Like for me to open it up, book
Well, it's
it?
like a 20th tier
No.
house.
No.
So not.
You do have rope
I have rope.
and a bed.
And the
you can
only
tie
windows
rope
are on
to.
the front of the house. So you would literally have to climb out in his field of view.
Well, above his
Roll
field of
stealth.
view, it depends how stealthy you are.
True.
True. If he ends up inside the house, I can just fuck off.
You're gonna have to confront him eventually.
He will find you.
Issues for everything.
He will find you.
All right. I'm going to get in the room. Second floor.
He's
front of the
he's
house.
waiting outside the front door that's still like sort of open, while Rallick is conferring with whoever's inside.
All right.
Which is a dead giveaway that somebody's inside, by the
Well,
way.
no, he
Like,
said
hold
he'll-
on a
he's
second, I'm
just
gonna go
still
see
here.
if she's here.
Yeah, there's other doors to the house.
Anyway,
Looks aside. Shit. And I'm just gonna wait, see if I can get an opportunity to bolt.
I mean, either that or hide under the
Uh,
bed.
I-
I don't think he's
Like
gonna be
he'll
checking the whole house for you.
like go look, like see if he can find her, and I assume he'd probably be able to find her in the second floor.
Yeah.
But he won't say anything. He'll cast message just to be safe and be like, "Who is that? What did you do?"
Don't ask, please. Okay, give me an opportunity to leave. Get him in the house, and I'll go far away. Shit, I might have to go down to the lower tiers.
I'm
just-
guessing they promised to marry
Give me an
each other.
opportunity to run.
See what I can do. And then Rallick will turn and walk back out to Alistair and be like, well, it appears that she already was on her way. So, I mean, if you'd like to come in for a drink or something, I just recently got this place.
okay, roll bluff
I
again.
might be able to tell you where she went to. I'll roll it again. I don't have good. There we go.
Oh! He still has to roll against me, still.
Yeah,
Yeah, he still doesn't believe you.
he still has to roll again.
He didn't believe you the first time
He didn't believe
by
me.
a lot,
Well, I
and
hope
he
not.
didn't
That
believe
was
you this
bad.
time by a little less. So he comes in, and instead of sort of just like following you necessarily, he looks up the stairs, like looks sort of into the kitchen, like looking around a little bit, and goes, Estrella, are you here? Sort of.
Okay.
Please, I just want to talk.
No.
Cloak on, mask on, window open, out. I have a ring of featherfall. I just go.
You just jump.
Rallick gets him an ale and is like, "So why are you looking for her again?"
He, nobody answers, so he. I'm gonna roll perception to see if he noticed you jump out, but I don't think.
Yeah, he'd recognize a figure, but not with the whole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he has pretty good perception. Roll stealth.
Yeah, you got 29 on that, huh?
29. Jesus. Okay. Ha! No.
he totally notices a figure fucking drop out of the window, and he turns, and basically chases you.
Doesn't take a genius to figure out.
Do I
someone
know he's
doesn't even
chasing
punch.
me? Is he calling after me?
Yes.
Running. Running.
You are either the person he's looking for and you're running away, or you're a fucking thief that just like ditched out and he's a military
And
member.
he's a man of the
so
law.
he's chasing your ass like super
Yeah.
hard.
So we got small, fast Estrella, soldier in clunky armor chasing her.
It's not clunky. It's
Let's
just
see
a
how this
military
goes.
uniform.
But you
Yeah,
remember,
it's just
military
military
are like
uniform.
very, very fit and things like that. They're used to running.
So
for
let's
very
do
long
some.
time,
let's
so-
do some.
I mean, Rallick will try
Some
and follow
chasing.
after them, just like,
Call
oh,
me some
great.
acrobatics.
Indeed.
Ooh, only a 24.
Rallick's coming with 2, by the way, so that's a thing. He's like, wait, oh god.
Are you chasing after him?
Mostly like, where is he going?
Holy
Oh no, he
fuck,
probably saw
okay.
her. Better
Oh
follow.
god. So when does the rest of the military join?
Yeah, this hooded mask thing is running by being
So-
chased by
so
a military man.
Basically, you're making for the elevator or like wherever you think you can get away. And as you're making your way there, and you duck into an alley, and he ducks into the alley after you and follows, and he's right on your ass. And as you're making your way towards the elevator, he calls out to the guard in front of the elevator. He's like, "Stop her! Stop that person! Whatever." And the guy like sticks his arm out basically
Fucking clotheslines you.
to sort of like stop you from getting away. Roll another acrobatics.
Acrobatics to push
16.
the button.
Oh!
He just fucking clotheslined you.
No, you just got fucking cold cocked onto the ground, basically. Like you come towards this guy and he just goes wham and just like knocks you over. You know what I mean? And immediately, Alistair's like on top of you. Like on your back, so to speak, like pushing your shoulders down, like pulling your arm back. Holding you down. And he's like, "Who are you?" Takes the hood off of you and sees that it's Estrella.
As Rallick gets over there, like, oh god.
I fucked up, Rallick.
So
Really?
Nope. Just nope, Rallick. Just nope.
he seeing it's you, he like lets go and like lets you get up, sort of thing. Goes Estrella, why would you run from me? Like he seems actually like hurt and sort of confused by the fact that you would just like ditch out.
Just starts running again.
I have some people that might be after me, so I got a little jumpy.
He smiles at you like the warmest, like sincerest smile you've ever seen, and he goes, he puts his hands on your shoulders, and he goes, "It's all right now. You're safe now. I'm here once again. We can be together," and like hugs you, like gives you like the nicest, warmest hug.
I return the hug, but over the shoulder I look at Rallick and mouth.
He like holds you in this hug and he goes like, "I missed you dearly in my in my time serving. I'm so glad that I could return to the city and that now we can be wed."
This is the greatest thing ever.
Rallick walking over, like,
It's been so long. How many years exactly?
Oh,
Too-
Estrella,
too
grow some
many.
balls.
5 years, 5 long years since we were together. Do you remember that night in the third tier park when we said that we would be, forever in love and so forth?
Yes. It was quite a park. My brother Stanting has quite the garden. If you haven't
He sort of
seen already.
he sort of lets you go, and it's all good. And he is like super happy to see you, but he's a little confused as to why you've run still. And he goes, "Tell me more of these people that are after you. I'll make sure that they never catch you. We'll do investigation. We'll find something that can help you."
No. I can sort it out. I just think I'll talk to people and work it out that way. Rallick knows and he can assist me.
And
yeah,
who
I mean,
is this exactly? Looking at Rallick a little bit more sort of suspiciously now. Considering man and in the same house as you and you're
Yeah.
living there.
My
And
husband.
he is engaged to you in his mind.
What? Worried about Rallick, huh?
Rallick will like put his hand up to shake and be like, "I'm a friend of hers. We've been working together for a few years now."
Working.
Oh yes, different jobs mostly. Just keeping enough money to obviously you've seen the house. Recently got it actually, so
What have you been doing these 5 years that I've been away, Estrella? You know?
Everything you
He
never
he
wanted
remembers
to do.
Estrella as
Obviously not
like
a princess.
yeah, as like a noble lady, basically, like young noble lady, but noble lady.
Um, well, the the adventuring bug kind of caught, and I decided to go travel, see the world a bit. Met Rowlick, and then we came back to Harn, ran a couple messenger jobs, all that. You know, stuff here and there, extra
Well, I
money.
suppose there's nothing wrong with that, but now that we're together again, you can settle down. There's no need for any of this, you know, dangerous activity.
It's
We'll,
like settling down a tiger.
Straight settling down.
I have a good salary from the hard military. You know, we can I can support us, and you can pursue gentler hobbies, things that won't make me worry so much.
Knitting.
like knitting or gardening, I think. Um, but being cooped up inside a house all day, I don't think that's exactly for me. As much as I enjoy being in, places like Stanting Manor or, you know, the minister's party, all of that.
This is great.
See, I can see in your eyes. Doesn't it sound enticing to return to that life? You know, he goes like, there's no need for any of this adventuring nonsense.
And what were you off doing?
I was serving my city, gladly serving my city in the military. This is a little different from what is it you were doing exactly? And he sort of remembers the people he's been talking to for the last couple of days and the things that have been said about you by people, you know.
Please don't tell me he talked to Grask.
Well,
he didn't
talked.
need to.
He
Grask
talked
was
to.
still talking about it.
He talked to people. You know what I mean?
All
What
right.
a
I
mean-
nice ass.
Stanting did say he could go to the crow's feather, so he'd probably talk
Yeah.
to people on the crow's feather.
Yeah, I kind of gave him like three things, like the Magistress, the Crow's Feather, and the Dockmaster. So
I don't
he's
think
probably
he could get to the Magistress, but
What have I
Well,
been
I
doing?
did say the
Thank you.
magistrates.
I've been doing some
Gardening.
work occasionally. Am I allowed to say I'm doing work for the Magistress? Just not specifying what? Just a character?
Maybe.
Because I have the first tier papers. That's
I mean,
not
you
like
could, sure.
yeah. Okay.
Say it.
I mean, you can say whatever you want.
Yeah.
It's whether or
I've
not that
been doing a bit of bit of work for the Magistress if she needs, simpler things done that she doesn't really want to bother with. All of that.
Oh, getting in good with the higher ups. That's more what I remember of you. You know, thinking of the kind of sort of social graces that you had or still have, but refined. As they're chatting, Jean runs through.
Sean runs by.
But,
Not on seventh tier, so.
that would be amazing. But
That'd be
no,
hilarious.
he says. But as I've said, I've returned now. We don't need to worry about any of that sort of thing. If you wish to keep working for the Magistress, that's fine. I won't stop you. But it's important that I know you're safe. I would hate for anything to happen to you after I thought maybe I would be the one who never came back.
Oh no, of course, I'm safe. Never been safer. On these higher tiers of Harn and the Magistrate's good graces, all of that. I'm in a pretty good spot. No.
Question for you, sort of out of character.
Yes.
Are you wearing the ring he gave you that night in the park?
No, but I'm wearing a ring of featherfall, not on the. No.
No? You're not
No.
wearing it?
No.
He sort of notices and looks disappointed, he goes, I've been waiting for this for a long time to come back and to see you. And have you not remained faithful? Have you not like? And he sort of looks like he's like hurt, you know. Have you not waited for me as well? Have you moved on?
I give him a hug. I try and comfort him by giving him a hug, and I'm like, do something.
He's just kind of like showing me, like, I don't know what.
So we're good, right? With the hug, he takes that as a sign of like you're trying to, you know, basically not hurt him, which would be not leaving him at this point, considering promises you've made and the plans he'd set in motion before he left, sort of thing. And he goes, figuring that you're doing this because you feel bad, you know what I mean? Like you're hugging him because you feel bad. He basically goes, "Oh, Estrella, it's fine. I forgive anything that you've done. We'll be married as soon as we can, you know, and everything will be great." So that kind of stuff.
Regular Prince Charming here, Jesus.
Yeah, he's a badass. What can I say?
Estrella legitimately feels bad.
Does she feel bad enough to lie though and go like continue with the charade?
No.
Is the question.
This is why she needs to figure out what the hell to do.
What is this other guard doing? Is he like, I'm sorry, sir, I punched your fiancée in the face. I thought you were role playing, and I wasn't aware.
Look, he is a faceless goon. He doesn't matter. He's not here in the scene.
Estrella, I don't see why, because like back then you had to get the permission from the parents, to get married. So I don't see why you just don't use your parents, and say Estrella's not.
Harn's a progressive.
You're not good enough for my daughter.
Progressive city.
And they might say she
Other
can't.
than the slavery.
Yeah, but Prince Charming there would probably be, you know, a guy
Phoenix. But then her parents say that it's okay, and she should.
Which they would.
Because this is a sergeant in the military.
They're parents who work for a man who spent 10 years in the military from a military family.
Yeah.
That's very rich.
Well, I mean, Raleigh could go ahead and tell the parents no, she doesn't want to do it, but doesn't want to hurt the guy.
And they
So the main
Phoenix in a hat of disguise. But
Phoenix in a hat of disguise. No, I'd probably just kill the guy.
Stray is trying to think of a way to get out of this current situation right now, and she's just drawing blanks.
Well, Rallick is just standing there like, "Durr."
Trying to think of how to help here, but I mean, this is a military guy. They're right next to an elevator, has a guard on it. He can't.
So we should probably just let Estrella get married, right? Like, I think that's probably
Pull me
the best
away, job to do,
solution.
quick.
Well, he has bad bluff. He's not very good at that.
Estrella, we should go. Not a lie.
Anyway, like Relic will like say, well, it's nice that you two have met up now, but Estrella, we have things we should probably be doing right now, if you don't mind heading off.
True.
A little bit.
I had some things that I wanted to take care of today.
I love how like vague it is.
Vague.
It's like the most
Vague, it's not a plot.
Things and
excuse
stuff.
ever.
I know, right?
So he lets you go, you know, and says,
I don't want to be too clingy.
no. Well, he basically says like, if you have things you have to take care of, that's fine. I'll expect to see you at Stanting Manor, where you were staying before. Your parents and I have already spoken, and you know, they agree with me that it should go forward, regardless of your activities in the past. I'll be taking up residence for the moment in the 12th tier non-commissioned officers military barracks.
Okay.
If you wish to find me, that's where I will be staying.
All right.
I'll look for a residence more suitable for the both of us to move into as soon as I can.
Middle finger to Relic.
Right.
No
Yes. 20th tier is a bit, Not 7th.
I agree.
It's a bit not 7th.
It is a little bit.
And then I slip into the elevator and fuck off.
Going down or
Oh,
up?
God.
And
thing is,
yeah,
I'm
I
going
think
down.
I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna let it go. So he sort of like can tell you're lying a little bit, you know, but also doesn't want to.
Believe.
Doesn't
Like
want
he's
to-
not gonna grab you and drag you out of there by force. He wants you to like him. You know what I mean? Like the whole thing is that like he is in love with you. Like he has been in love with you for 5 years of military service.
Poor guy.
Jesus.
He is generally an awesome guy, and your promise to marry him was made because you didn't think he was gonna come back. So you know.
All right. 57th tier dragon's teeth.
Away.
Uh,
I mean, you could always kill the guy.
No. Chaotic good.
so we're in the elevator then and going where? Dragon's Teeth or?
That's where we gotta stay. Unless you want to stay with Tanya.
Nah, I'm good.
Yeah, that's okay.
All right. Meanwhile,
Yeah, meanwhile.
We're engaged?
somebody who hasn't done anything for a while. Stanting. What is Stanting doing?
Um,
This is sort of a separate session, but it's fine.
It's great.
he would have like summoned Estrella's parents and been like, "Where the fuck did she go? And who the hell is this guy?" And they'd have been like, "We don't know because she doesn't tell us shit."
Well, actually, they would know who he is, and they would tell you
Oh.
exactly.
All right, then.
Because remember, he said that he talked to them when he was there,
Yes,
and
yes.
also they would know him from 5 years ago when Estrella was like his girlfriend, so to speak.
Yes,
Um,
it's true.
so you know,
Standing would have been on his second tour, so he wouldn't have been home. So he wouldn't have known this guy.
indeed. So that you know, there's that whole thing. So you know everything about like sort of her promises to marry this guy and so forth.
And you know what she's like now. And
Yeah, and you know
But-
what she
but
was
it-
like then.
Quite agreeable that he was a military man and she was a more or less good girl. Now she's a twit, but
accurate.
her parents going, "Our dumb daughter now has disappeared because she lies too much." And
I don't lie. I just avoid everyone.
that's pretty much all I had.
Okay,
Just
bro.
discussing
All right
it.
then. So you're just discussing it with the parents. So you're filled in on all the information that you need, basically, standing in regards to that particular problem.
But they probably don't know where Rallick is, and he wouldn't know where Rallick is, and he just doesn't really care to go find where
Yeah.
Rallick lives.
Okay. So meanwhile, Jean is making his way towards Julia's estate on the 9th, I think she was on.
Wait, wasn't she on the 9th for charity work though?
Oh, you're right.
She does
It was
charity
ninth,
on the
for
9th.
charity.
This is on like the 5th.
She's like
tier
the
or something.
3rd tier, yeah. So you're making your way towards the estate with your weapon out, sort of like looking
I don't think
to.
I know where she'd live because she would have sought me out for bodyguard work.
Yeah,
So
but
I'm just running around the tier screaming.
you would know where to take her. I mean,
Okay.
you would know her place.
Well, you've escorted her from her house
This
to the
happens.
9th and then back.
So you make your way to like sort of this gated estate that you know Julia lives at, and as soon as you get to the front door, there's like two like privately funded guards for this place, like private security, that are like, "Excuse me, sir, you can't go any further."
I'm just gonna kind of stop and go. She's been kidnapped. Don't you realize? We have to save her.
They're gonna look at you like you're a fucking idiot and be like, "Who?"
Julia, isn't this
She remembers her name?
house?
Lady Julia is within the premises. She
Having a nap.
has not been kidnapped.
Happens on the side, just like,
I'm gonna
what
pause
the
and
fuck
be
is
like, wait a
going
second.
on?
We're talking about the one with the, and I'm just gonna make the motion, right?
One of the guards is gonna reach out and just like punch you in the face.
This is where Zanvin gets in front of the guards
This-
and goes, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
This isn't like a punch that you need to worry about like damage or anything. He
Yeah.
literally just like while you're going like this, he just goes boom, like respect sort of thing.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. We didn't mean to bother Miss Julia, but apparently he had it in his head that she was kidnapped. I'm sorry. Also, that little gesture that he did was not very
Let's see.
respectful to Miss Julia, but
But the letter.
shut up, Gene.
Okay.
What's the letter?
One of the guards is looking at you like, who the hell are you? And the other guard sort of recognizes you as Zanvin Matrove, the bard. And he goes, "Oh, Miss, oh, Zanvin. Yes, no, she is perfectly safe. We have been making sure that that is the case. Your friend here is mistaken." And he's only polite to you because he recognizes you. The other guy looked like he was about to bitch slap you as well. You know what I mean? But this guy stops him and sort of goes, "No, she is perfectly fine. You have incorrect information."
Thank you. I will just bring this idiot with me back to where we came from. And he kind of like turns around, takes Gene by the arm, and turns him around and starts pushing him away.
But we got the letter.
Shut up, Jane.
But Katia said.
She's fine, Jane.
In before Cadia says that,
Stupid
Like,
Cadius.
keep moving like.
and then we can blame it on Alistair.
While Zanvin is walking next to Jean, he's like, "Where did you hear that she was kidnapped? Only an idiot would kidnap somebody on the 5th tier."
Cadius told me he sent her an invitation and I would see her after we were done training. And then he got a letter saying she'd been kidnapped and that's why she didn't show up. We need to go. Why are you pushing me away?
And I
They
thought
don't
Cadius
know.
was the
Jane?
naive one.
This sounds like that Cadius wasn't able to get a hold of her and just used some excuse to make you shut up.
But there was a letter.
Did you see the letter?
He kind of set it on fire.
Obviously, he didn't want you to see the letter because he was lying. If you're gonna go punch anybody, go punch Cadius, not the guards of a 5th tier person.
I guess I really didn't get to train my sword.
Good idea. Go try Cadius.
We can go finish our training now. I'm gonna start
Like,
running off looking for
Pats Gene on the
Cadius.
back and like, once Gene starts running off again, he's like, ugh, and starts running after him again.
This time I'm running through the streets screaming, Cadius!
Instead of Julia.
Jason.
Jason.
Anyway.
Jason.
Anyway. Okay. So, all of that to say that there's some stuff happening. You guys all go about your regular business for, the day and a half more. And you notice that the city, all of a sudden, like all of you at once would notice this because, of course, it's citywide.
It's on fire.
But the city stops moving. Stops moving forward. The engines cut. That whining sort of, sound that you can always semi hear in the background. Quiet. There is no movement at all. And it's not like we've stopped and we're doing something. It's like turned off, sort of not moving. There's a lot of activity. Soldiers kind of moving around and like double guard duty and stuff like that going on. Everything is other than the city not moving, everything seems to be working. The elevators, for example, work fine. So do the lights and anything else like that. But the like main drives of the place are not moving.
That's not good.
Well, me and Estrella, the city stops, going to Stanting Manor, I guess, to find the others. Like, this is
Yeah, you
unsettling.
go to Stanting Manor. I'm.
You're running and
This-
hiding, yeah.
I'm listening around to find others.
I'm going to Stanting Manor because Stanting Manor has Stanting, Cadius, and maybe the others nearby because Zenvin's high tier.
Okay. So you guys all get together, I'm assuming, after 45 minutes, an hour of searching. You guys are all brought together in Standing Manor, unless Bear, of course, Estrella doesn't want to go there, in which case we have to pick somewhere else. But
kind of an emergency,
Relic's
Estrella.
place?
no, you're going to Standing Manor.
Okay.
So
okay.
you guys all arrive.
And
at
this guy's waiting for you.
No, he's not there. You guys all arrive at Standing Manor. Okay, I'm missing like one of you. Stray, Geddes, Standing,
Rally.
Relic.
Rallic. So, yeah, Bison's come up the treads. But, so you guys all sort of form up in Standing. You're over in the other room, Stray.
No.
Okay. You guys all form up in Standing Manor, and have any of you got any way that you may have heard anything about what's happening or anything like that? Or are you just waiting for information, discussing it
Any
between
knowledge
each
as
other?
I can roll?
Stanting's in the police
I'd-
force.
True.
I'd definitely go either knowledge, local, or diplomacy to kind of like, rumor skim
I
or
will roll
listen in.
local to see if I can figure out what's going on.
I'll
but-
do my local and add my +10 to it. So
Is it a
What?
once a day thing?
it's a
Or-
once a day thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think I need to roll if Zenvin. I can't beat that, so.
Diplomacy's 9, local is 10. Okay. Yeah, I can't beat that, but
Don't think anybody can beat that.
Standing can beat it with his mustache.
With his
True.
mustache-
True fact.
His mustache gives him a
Justice!
lot of bonus.
See if I can even beat
By
that.
the way, I reblogged that on Tumblr the other day.
Yeah, the justice.
Everything's justice.
Anyway, we'll move forward. Zanvin has heard several things that it could be. There's talk of anarchist involvement. There's talk of small skiffs coming in from the outside and maybe attacking the sort of very lower tiers where the engineers are working. There's potential, sabotage and so forth, like that sort of thing all being spoken about. Clearly, perhaps even somebody from the other cities. There could be military action, but the general gist of it is that smaller ships have slipped in undefeated, to the tiers below the docks and like started to sort of mess around with shit in the bottom tiers.
All right, I'm gonna tell everybody this and say. So the first thing we should do is probably go see the magistress to see what we should do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's go.
she probably knows more than us, so we'll see if we can get an appointment with her.
Okay, so you're heading to the magistrate's office?
She's probably too busy to deal with us.
She's never too busy for you guys.
We're her secret agents. It's fine.
Yeah.
On the way there.
Yup,
Hey guys, did you
indeed.
know Estray's engaged?
Oh my God! Please.
Are you
Please tell
actually
me
doing
that.
that?
Did Rallic
Please tell
say
me
this?
that.
No, no,
Please
no.
tell me
Okay, because she would have actually like hit you.
You wouldn't do that.
that. I mean, Pig could still tell us that. Stanton
Pig
could.
could. Pig knows.
Stanton finally gets to see
So
her.
are
he
we
could probably
actually
talk to her about it.
gossiping about Estrella's
Rallic isn't. Rallic wouldn't do that.
marriage?
I will indiscriminately gossip, not like directly giving away anything particular.
You know
So
that
Estrella,
you
I
know
heard
that
you getting
indiscriminate means like to everyone.
You just,
Yes, of course,
I
everybody
literally
will
just
hear
say
it.
that.
But like not like directly like giving away.
Caddy's just said that?
You'll kind of just say like,
I was in the room.
He
I'm
was.
still reading my books.
It's true. He was there.
And Cadius
this-
says it.
So you guys are coming up. You guys are
fellow
coming up
respect
in the
the
elevator. You guys are coming up in the elevator, and there's a little bit. Okay. There's a little bit of gossip going on. You're coming up in the elevator, and Cadius is like, "Do you guys know that Estrella's getting married?"
Like super nonchalantly, still reading my book.
I
Seven
give
turns
Cadius
around,
a death
looks at her.
glare.
He does.
Cause
He's reading his
this?
book. He doesn't notice. Yeah, we're gonna
Xanthon
need to talk
turns
about
around
that
and
at some
goes,
point, I think.
You're gonna need to talk about that at some point.
No, I mean the group as a whole. You seem to not like this.
Xanthon smiles and goes,
You're
"So who's
kidding,
the
right?
unlucky man?"
Is this Alwyn Albert Alster
Alistair.
Alistair? Yes. Doesn't remember his name.
Yeah.
Alistair.
Yeah, he came by my house.
Alligator,
apparently.
Alaborder, Alabaster.
By the way, Estrella, why do you have a black eye?
Guard hit me in the face.
He's trying to run from that Alistair person. She didn't make it very far.
Ow.
Why would you run
Well-
away from your fiance?
At least he
Really,
seems like
Xanthon?
She doesn't want to marry him, would be my guess.
You
5
don't
years
want to
ago.
marry your fiance?
5 years ago. Before I was on the crow's feather. Okay, you see the change here?
No. 5 years ago doesn't tell me anything.
I could probably marry you too.
Before piracy, after piracy.
Xanthon doesn't know your background, so I don't know why you're trying to explain that to him.
Cadius is like, I'm a cleric. I could marry you guys.
I could marry you guys. Still reading my book.
Xanthon also goes, if you want, I could play at your wedding.
Free
Yeah,
of
it's
charge,
like-
of course.
She just
Ending's
rips the
like,
paper
oh, he's
and,
not a
like,
bad guy. He's in the military. He gets a good paycheck. So-
Guys.
Once
I'll step
Xanthon
in for
hears he's in
Estrella
the
here.
military,
I think that the basic thing here is she doesn't want to get married, and she might want to find a way out.
once
Oh, so why don't you just tell him?
Xanthon hears that he's in the military, Xanthon's going to like raise an eyebrow. The pirate is marrying a military guy and just like
Like I said.
dead at her.
I'm going to
Before
lift.
piracy.
I'm going to lift my hand at this point and be like, guys, this is interesting and all, but there are people down below that we need to kill.
Thank you.
Yeah, but we
You
still got
are
about
the
another
best.
half hour on the elevator.
You and Rallick are my favorites, and she just puts her arms around him like,
Jean just wants everybody to shut up about whoever's marrying Estrella because he's jelly.
Jelly, bro.
And he wants to kill some people because of it.
He's going to vent his anger and jelliness all over whoever's attacking.
He's gonna vent his jelly all over.
That's exactly what I was thinking when you said it.
He just
yeah.
has this jello. He's like, no.
And with that, I think we'll be getting to the magistrate.
So yes, you make your way to the magistrate's office, and she seems to be dealing with quite a lot of things at the moment, but she puts them on hold for you, as you know, she hurries somebody out of the room and basically is like, nobody's coming here until I'm done talking to these guys, so to speak, and ushers you guys in, more or less miserable. She says, I assume you are all aware of the fact that the city is not moving. This was not a scheduled stop, she says, clearly knowing what she's talking about, as of course she would be the one to sign off on things like that. She goes, some kind of sabotage is happening down below. I believe it's to do with one of our insurgent groups or the military of another city. We didn't get very particular details on the ships that came in. They were unflagged. It's not an open... It's not an open assault, so if they are from another city, they won't be flying their colors or wearing their uniforms, any kind of military action. There's nobody that we're currently at war with, so it'll be something sabotage
Bloody
related.
nomads.
It could be smaller from the smaller cities, or even nomads or pirates, something like that. But they don't usually hit a target as big as us and actually succeed in taking anything down. You understand? The fact that we're not moving is quite a big deal, in that they've already succeeded in destroying something key, something major.
Do you think anyone at the docks saw small ships?
These ships would have come in below the docks. We're talking about passages within passages and small railings and gantries that they may have boarded on down in
Right.
the 70th even.
Is there
They
any
would have been
maps-
flying very close to the dunes.
Is there any maps that we can see that would show us what parts would make this whole city stop moving? Is there any maps where we can see if there's any little holes or...
I can
I rolled
provide
down
you
here
with
and
any
think of
documentation
anything.
that you need, but I can't promise that, without the proper knowledge of what these things are or how to discern on these maps what's important, that you'll be able to understand them.
Have you had any reports from your military thus far of any resistance, like the earliest tier it goes up? the earliest they've encountered fighting, if any?
Nothing above the 68th.
Okay.
The tiers have been locked down, the lower tiers.
The elevators are sealed. They're not headed any further down, as well as any of the physical stairwells or entry ports. Everywhere is guarded. Anything that's happening is below the 68th tier, where all the rather important boilers and engines and so forth are.
All right, well, team, let's get those maps and get to work.
I rolled engineering if there's anything I can think of that might shut down the city without breaking, like, anything other than just the engine. But
There would be
blew
no
shit
there
up.
would be no way with that roll. There would be
yeah,
no
I didn't think so.
No, but no, I'm not saying there would be no way with that roll. I'm saying there would be no way without the magistrates signing off on it and actually actively participating in shutting the city down to shut it down from below without sabotage.
Well, I
You
mean,
know
like,
what I mean?
what
Like,
would have been sabotage? That was an engineering roll.
He's looking for the big important parts.
Oh, yeah.
that
What
if
part would
destroyed,
shut it down?
Yeah, there are several sort of like large piston engines, so to speak. Like you're talking about like massive fucking behemoths of things where like if one of them was taken out, the other four couldn't handle the strain, if you know what I mean, and they would just like auto shut off. That kind of stuff. Like it's delicately balanced.
Yeah, everyone jump down. It's only 20d6. We'll be fine.
Alright.
I guess we're getting maps of the, like, engineering stuff then.
I guess we should check out, these 4 cores, I guess.
Well, is there, like,
Stray
anything
doesn't want to
smaller?
think.
Is there anything smaller that could have been taken out easier, like, without any sort of explosive or anything? Something could have just been shut down?
Nothing could have been shut down regardless of your engineering skill. Like even the master craftsmen who made these things, and who created them, nothing could be shut down manually from below without sign off from above. You know what I mean? Like
Well, it just meant, like,
there is a
pieces that
button
were
that
smaller
the
than
magistrates would
pistons,
like
but
have
yeah.
to press. You know what I mean?
Okay. Okay. Well, Relic will go to the maps that we have, I guess, of the engineering and just, like, mark off the areas that could have been destroyed to stop the city. Well, to the best of my knowledge, that's what they'd have to destroy or shut down with sabotage to stop us from moving, so we should get moving.
Yeah.
Australia. Yeah.
Estrella's still depressed.
We got things to kill. Let's
So we
go.
leave.
So you guys are headed out.
We're on a stray. We'll
and
deal with this when we get
On the
back.
quick investigation, let's do it.
As
Wait, what tier are we going down to? The 68th?
68.
Oh, that's a dirty tier. I take my book and put it in my bag. Just nope.
Hey, I grew up there when I first got to Harn. Don't make fun of it. Even though it is,
So did I. What's your point?
don't really have one. But when we go down there, kill stuff.
hang on.
All he knows is that's the
Ladies and
one place right
gentlemen,
now that he really wants to be because there's stuff down there to kill.
I'm gonna repurpose a map here.
Donk.
We're gonna drop to 11 AC. Woohoo!
Don't need
God,
AC where we're
why?
going.
Yeah, you definitely won't need AC where we're going.
Of course not.
Because it's all magic missiles!
Shit.
No, mage guy!
We're turning.
Why do you look like a monk mage guy?
Why are all of you monk mages?
The true
level,
heroes!
1 level in mage, 4 levels in monk. Done.
Yeah, 4 levels mage, 4 levels monk.
You have like
I got
7
really-
mages standing by the door holding action for magic missile. Just
I got really excited
shotgun.
when I had that like 20-something roll for the full rush, and I was sitting there looking at my own CMD. I'm like, if he's just a mage, it really shouldn't be. And then Elf's like,
Well, yeah, but there's actually... Like,
Yeah, and then he
not
fucking
that-
whipped out
His
the
fists.
pro plays and fucked you over.
Like, I was... Yeah, there's a kind of monk that actually, it doesn't even matter what your like CMB had been there, he just cannot be moved or tripped.
It's not. He wasn't that kind of monk though.
I know,
Call
but there
it
is
the
one,
wall.
like... Basically, yeah. It's like iron. It's
It's like up the
magic
mountain?
resistance. Yeah, Iron Mountain or Sacred Mountain. There's like 2 different kinds
I
that are
think
exactly the
I
same.
think Sacred Mountain.
They're actually both the same thing, according to what I found. So I don't know.
I think it might have just been a naming change because
You
I
know,
know the
he's cheaper
Hippogriff
being
Rider had a
distant.
name change.
Yeah.
Somebody
Okay.
let Latinus Emperor Bison's coming. Oh my god.
Do-do-do-do-do.
Everyone jump down. It's only 20d6.
Except for Estrella, she can survive it.
Probably not, depending how
That'd
far it
probably
is.
die.
It would automatically turn off after a certain amount of feet.
It would, yeah. And his Featherfall ring, I should check, but I think it's once a day, and I used it.
Oh yeah, that would not work.
Well, has it been a day?
It has been a day, actually.
No, I don't think so. Actually, since
Yes,
she
it
jumped
has.
out the window.
No, because after me
Oh,
and
yeah, it
Geeks,
has.
he
Okay.
said, and the next day.
Okay.
So your feather falls back on.
Hey, Jean, you're alive.
Yep, I got
That
3
would
health left.
That would super
I'd be
kill
dead.
me.
I could Featherfall right before I hit the ground though, so that'd be cool.
Oh yeah, you can cast Featherfall. Okay. Yeah.
It's immediate. so
I'm
you
still
can
on
cast
top.
spell.
I just pushed Relic off.
It isn't once a day. Yes.
I thought Ring of Featherfall immediately activates after falling a certain distance.
It does. More than 5 feet, it just automatic.
Which is OP.
Not
I got
always.
it 'cause I'm a roof runner.
Yeah.
I mean, if I don't want to use it, I can just take it off. But...
By the way, Cadius, Stanting agreed that sometime soon we should go look for bears in the north to get a nice rug out of them.
Ooh, that sounds like an excellent idea. I do enjoy the possible opportunity of an adventure in the north. I've heard so much about the northern wildlife and vegetation from Stanting that I'm very excited to go.
This is like elevator talk. Sorry, I'm populating a map right now.
Yeah,
No
it's
problem.
problem.
so we can elevator talk.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
so,
so glad I can see through walls.
So Stanton, Cadius, next year. Little amigo with amigo adventure. A little bit of hunting.
I'd have no problem with that.
Stanting.
Of course, always room for hunting.
All right.
Okay then.
Well, there's not really
We're
anything
in
else you
agreement.
say to 3 men saying, "Yeah, we'll go hunting."
Oh, by the way, when you leave the Magistress's office, guys, as Estrella is leaving that last bit, the Magistress goes, "Oh, congratulations on your engagement."
Estrella like visibly groans as she walks out. No.
The Sandman is just dying. Just like this is
wonder.
great.
Damn, I don't have a good picture for this. I have to go picture, but give me a sec.
Did this guy have a mustache? That is the question.
Oh my god, all the whoops.
I'm sorry, I was talking about 10 9th level mages all prepped for Magic Missile on door open.
Oh!
That's nothing. My level 8 alchemist could do that much. God. All he needs is one level 8 alchemist.
Yeah, and like 5
And
turns
how
of
many
prepping
rounds
by
to
drinking
buff?
potions.
Hey, he has tons of time, okay?
The sad part is he threw 3 bombs at the same time. So it's like boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, that divided by 6 would be across the entire party, but I mean, I don't really care about
Okay,
it.
we're
Just
in a
give
good
me
we're
two.
in a good place now. So, you guys should be on this map here, are you?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
We're on a map.
Perfect.
I hope it's the one you're talking about.
Okay. So, you guys make your way down in the elevator to as far as you can get, and you end up in the 68th tier, moving into the 69th before you find any problems. Basically, continuing. You walk through a lot of these places in the darkness. Like the lights are off down here, and the sunlight does not penetrate very far. And so you're wandering through sort of dark corridors, listening and you know, yeah. What's up, Simon?
Is it like we can't see anything, or like?
Well, no, it's like you have impaired vision, like the line of sight that you have. You know what I mean?
Low
Okay.
light, yes.
Yeah.
Low
Uh,
light vision,
Dark sight
When it's
doesn't
pitch
work
black,
in low
its
light. This
vision
is
is
so
white.
sad.
I mean, I could use light to make all of your weapons light, but do you guys want me to do that?
Doesn't really extend the vision range.
Yeah.
Cool.
So you're making your way through,
in low light.
and you come to sort of like the one of the main core areas on the 71st. You are like as deep as it gets, and it is very, very odd that down here there is not sort of rumbling and like groaning and like the twisting of steel and hissing of engines and so forth. Like everything is quiet. And there's sort of like you can hear footsteps and movement and like whispered sort of talking and so forth. It's, you know, that's where you're at basically.
Okay, how thick is this door, you figure?
Probably about a foot, maybe
Oh, that's-
2.
Okay, that's fine. Estrella rubs her hands together and no, Jean, no. Don't touch it. She places both of her hands on it and uses the gloves of reconnaissance to see through the door, see and hear.
How far?
It's just a regular vision range. It's kind of like the door isn't there for her,
Okay, hang on.
vision-wise. Yeah. If you want me to just, like, pop through the other side or something.
No, that's cool. I'm rulering.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, I'll just put you on the other side.
Low light
Okay.
vision, yay.
There.
Alright. So... It's very dim, but what do I see of that person? Like, what are they wearing? That sort of thing. Not an engineer.
Hmm?
This person right here.
Oh, you see that person?
It's very, very dim.
Yeah,
so...
it looks like a sort of like a jumpsuit clad, not jumpsuit, but like you know, sort of work clothes clad individual, with goggles. You can definitely see goggles, and they're sort of, you can see these circles of light that are clearly like, you know, allowing him to see in the dark. And he's got a sword at his hip.
Okay, so, I let everyone know, there you go, that there's someone on the other side dressed like this and obviously armed, and he can see in this type of environment. We definitely shouldn't make a racket. Is the door locked?
Is the door locked? Have you tried to open it?
You know what? I will check for any sort of alarm system first in case, like that sort of trap.
Okay.
24?
There doesn't appear to be any kind of alarm.
Okay, I'm going to check to see if it is locked then. You know, jiggle the handle, that sort of thing.
Jiggle the handle. It's not locked. It doesn't appear to be locked. You can kind of move it.
Alright. Very, very slowly open it. And I stop if it starts to, you know, creak or anything.
Okay, so roll stealth.
Okay. 22.
Okay, hang on.
Just making sure my mod is right. Probably, yeah, it is. Average
So
roll.
this is low light vision then? Or would
Except
it
for
be...
he can see everybody that's outside the door.
Not only do his goggles give him low light vision, they give him heat vision.
Literally nobody notices in the room.
Not even us. We don't
So
even
I'm
notice.
going
don't even notice you open
to
the door.
Where did Estrella go?
remove
Where'd she-
the door.
I scream in terror because Estrella disappeared. No, I'm kidding.
That
She
would be
tends to
that
do
would be
that.
similar to when Sam screamed in terror and brought all the ghouls.
Oh my fucking god.
Alright,
Bad.
That was the worst experience ever.
So are you trying to stealth this, or are we just gonna kill these guys?
I'm trying to stealth just so I can get a peek at people
Well,
here.
the rest of us, if we walk in, we haven't rolled stealth checks yet, so
Yeah.
Yeah,
and I
you
could
guys
always
have the
go
border.
invisible.
I was
I'm
just,
gonna-
I was just trying to get
let's do the
is
stealthy
this low
deal.
light vision then, or is it...
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Do they look like they have firearms?
Oh God, pig.
Stanting isn't even paying attention, just
I'm
walks
back
in.
by the door. I haven't walked in the room.
You
yet,
don't
but-
see that any of them have any kind of firearm weaponry.
Alright. I wave the others in because I don't want to go in alone. I don't care if I'm stealthing. You
Yeah.
don't let the rogue go on ahead. She's gonna get
Yeah,
murdered.
exactly.
Well, I failed my stealth check, so I'm just gonna waltz, just walk
can't
up.
really see them, so I'm good.
Okay, roll initiative.
Well, I mean, if Santing's going in, they can see him, sure. I'm just trying to stay
Well,
out of
she
vision.
just said come in, and then
Yay!
Roll
Wow.
5. Oh, okay.
Holy rogues, Batman. Or whatever those are.
Not
that's
necessarily
not-
rogues, but they could be.
Well, so far they
Okay.
should only have seen Stanting. I
Stay
think,
by the
so
door
that's-
just in case they start to face roll us. Then we leave.
I still don't see any. Oh, I see one person in the corner.
I think they can only
Actually,
see
you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pairs of sort of like those glowing goggles. Like you can actually see the 7 individuals. There are 4 near the bottom and 3 near the top.
In the darkness?
Yeah.
I can't like see them on my map though.
No, I
They're
know.
like
It's like
I'm
they're
aware of
like
that.
cats in the fucking dark. You have to add us to the initiative.
Oh
order.
yeah, you're right.
Well, I mean,
Oh,
half
this is
have
gonna
low
be
light
interesting.
vision. That's why I was asking. So
I'm gonna shoot at the circles in the darkness.
Boom, headshot. Right,
Boom,
right,
no more
Right in the
goggles.
face.
What do those
Right
goggles
in
do? They
the
just let you see in the dark?
Yep.
face, And he's dead.
Oh,
Right.
I am still stealthed, thankfully. God.
the reason I was asking is because half elves have low light.
Yes,
so,
I know.
yeah.
I know half
I know,
elf
I'm
have
just
low
trying-
light
I was
vision.
just
How many
thinking,
more
'cause-
times do you want to say low light vision before I have to tell you to shut the fuck up about low light vision?
At
Nobody
least
ever
5 more
answers me.
times.
I'll go for 3 though.
You said low light. Is it low light vision? I said yes. Further than that,
I
there's
didn't
no
actually hear you
information
say yes. I heard
required.
Pat say yes.
When we came in, he said it's like dim light, like low light, and I was like low light vision, and he's like yeah. And then you asked low light vision.
Yeah, 'cause I didn't hear
Nobody
that
said
time.
anything.
Nobody said anything all the times I asked.
I'm pretty fucking sure they did, but I don't really care.
Pat said
Okay.
it once. I remember
I
that.
don't
So-
care.
Okay, we're done with this.
Anyway,
I just want to go look at.
I'm adding initiatives. Ah,
Initiatives are great.
They are. Well, you know, they're fast.
Holy fucking shit.
They only have +5s. I rolled really fucking high. Okay.
I have +1. Notice
I
my
plus
2.
4.
Standing.
Standing first.
Standing first.
Standing first. He's shooting in the
Shoot
darkness.
somebody in the face.
Bang.
I need to move so I can actually like see something. I'll fucking see anybody.
Don't move forward to all the guys who are about to go.
Fucking get.
Just
hold on.
ready action.
One down.
skunked.
One down.
Now,
If you can't see anyone.
I
Get
just don't know if I can.
skunked.
I have to move up. Like
You
another-
might have to move up slightly more because the corner's in the way.
That's not it.
Is this good?
I'd probably give that to you. Yeah.
Okay, right here.
Yeah.
Go here. We'll go here.
I'm gonna give him like a little bit of an AC bonus, but like to his touch because I know you're gonna blast him anyway. But
Shoot him in the face twice because it's awesome.
hang on.
Oh,
That is not a critical though.
Yeah,
So
both of
close.
those hit flat-footed guy.
Fucking guy gets fucking shot twice for fucking 33.
Yep.
33.
Holy
33
good rolls.
33 damage.
Those are some high rolls for his damage. Holy Jesus.
Holy shit.
10
Yeah.
and 11. That's pretty
I
awesome.
just love that little icon, the whole like, woo!
Okay, so that guy looks pretty fucking injured. He's like, oh god, get them, you know, like the rest of his guys. They've sent the reinforcements, sort of thing. Like you can see in this room, by the way, that there are corpses. Like there are corpses of like various different races. There are, you know, like humans, goblins, kobolds, fucking elves, halflings, like engineers, or, you know, like just coal shovelers, basically, like these kind of guys. Some of them with slave collars, some without, but clearly these guys have gone through and just like fucking murdered these people as they've come through, you know.
Well, that
Alright.
won't do. That's my job.
So it's this guy's turn, the guy you just
Oh.
blasted.
Fucking, he's like, ah! Goes running out.
Yeah, you're damn right he does. He's like,
That's why
oh,
I said you should have just
yeah,
held action.
bitch, and then attacks
And then takes a swing.
I'm gonna mark a couple of these guys because some of them have different gear. So I just want to. I know they're the same icon because it's essentially the same person, but some of them have different gear. So I'm just gonna mark them with red if they have different gear, and I'll explain when we get there. But this guy comes railing out of the darkness with like a longsword in hand, just like coming at your ass and swinging.
And
Coming
swing.
at your ass and swinging.
With a longsword.
Elf 2014.
What's your AC?
19.
He hits you. With that charge, that sweet charge bonus. And deals.
All the damage.
Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Boobity-doo.
55 damage and you knocked down unconscious.
73 damage and you're dead. He deals 12 damage.
73
snap.
damage, and you're dead.
That's a lot of damage.
Sucks for you.
And there's still a bunch of people to go.
Run.
All right.
Welcome to all the other guys who charge you because you're out in front.
Well,
I
welcome
told you
to
to stay back.
welcome to. You're probably right, but I actually can't reach. So this guy ends up here. By the way, you
Okay.
can see on this fellow, he is wearing. He has in his hand a scimitar. The red guys, by the way, the red dot guys have scimitars, and they're wearing like breastplates. They have like proper breastplates on, and this like brown coat over the top, like a sort of an overcoat, with like leather patches on it.
Any insignias?
No visible insignias, but they have the same goggles as the other guys, and they're the important thing to know is they have scimitars and breastplates. So their AC is a little higher, probably, and scimitars. So next
So they crit us all.
is this guy.
Yeah, and before they crit everyone.
Did
Oh, that guy
forget to
can make
mention
it.
they were keen scimitars?
Hiya!
Keen
Oh,
scimitar,
no.
crit range
The
15
red
to
shirt.
20.
Star Trek people.
What's your AC again, standing?
19.
Okay, so this guy misses. Oh wait, charge bonus. Yeah, no, he doesn't.
Oh, fuck. That's cool. We cool.
We good?
We good.
Relic. CC.
We
I
good.
can't CC that many of them.
I can.
And he
trip.
deals 13 damage.
Oh my god. I'm getting ass whooping.
You're about to get further ass whooping. Because this guy
Yes,
can
there's more
also
guys.
make it.
God dang it.
Jean,
Oh.
please.
I've already
That's a good
lost half
lineup
my
for
health, but we're good.
guys.
These guys are
Make it.
humans. Like, they understand attack the fucking
Tactics.
one guy.
Oh yeah, we.
Gang rape him.
I would hope they would.
This guy has a gun. Murder him. So that's 11 damage.
Did you just shoot me point blank with a gun?
No.
No, he's saying
Oh,
you
he's
have a
saying
gun.
that
That's
You
why
have
I'm
a gun.
guessing.
Fucking
Okay.
kill you. You shot a dude
Sure.
twice. Jean, you're up.
Twice in 6 seconds.
Yeah.
Roll him, Jean.
Go ahead and
John.
pop my rage. Gonna get my rage on. Move here. Power
Super
attack
dumb.
on. Crit.
Yes!
What?
15.
I don't think that
The second one doesn't hit, but what?
that was-
No, that's a
that was the
confirm.
best
Yeah.
confirm,
Okay. No,
So he
you
just
don't
hits.
confirm.
Oh well.
You went for it though.
I was gonna be like first roll of the combat, like for Jean, critical,
21
like
damage.
21.
Just
21
murder
damage to
somebody.
this motherfucker. I'm pretty sure he's dead because this is the guy that's standing shot. So he took 2 bullets to the chest, ran at you with a longsword in like leather armor, and then just got like knocked in half with a fucking huge sword that might as well have been like a blunt weapon. The damage it did. Okay. So this guy.
Meanwhile, I'm still stealthed like shit.
Can only get to like here. And I can actually get to here and engage on melee. Dude.
Oh.
You should have taken the thing that lets you just do even like the average damage all the
Guy's
time. Then you
gonna
would have
move
3
to
3 3.
there. Zanvin.
Go right here and inspired courage.
Yay!
Plus 2
Plus
attack,
2.
plus 2 damage.
Green. Okay.
That's it. That's my turn.
Okay, +2/+2, praise the bard, indeed.
+2/+2, praise the bard.
There we go.
Oh god.
Rallic.
Seeing those two go up there, Relic is going to move here and attack this guy with power attack. So, don't get a bonus.
Power attack scythe. I like it.
Yeah, power attack two-ended scythe. It's great.
That's awesome, actually.
Do
If I
it.
hit, that is, it's great. 23 to hit for 20 damage.
That hits, indeed. And he takes 20 damage. That brings him to that. Okay, Estrella.
Moving here, ready cape, attack that guy. That Relic attacked, so that one.
Okay, so are you
Okay.
fainting or?
Attack.
No, normal
Okay.
attack. I'm just readying the cape to get the +1 AC.
Sure.
Attacking that guy.
2, 14 probably does not hit him.
It does not, sadly.
No.
Kedis.
I'm going
Quick,
to.
burning hands from right
You're
here.
going to heal Stanting.
Oh
he
yeah,
has,
because
like,
I can only
14
move
health.
20 feet.
Dang, so close. You can almost make it.
Poor Cadius, man.
I mean,
I
you
wonder
can
if
still,
you
like,
could
burning
pop up
hands
here and
roll.
like. No, channel wouldn't be worth because standing.
2,
Oh, she
3.
moves like right.
I think is this 20
here.
feet? Is that 20 feet? Am I at 20 feet?
Yeah, that's 20 feet.
That's 20 feet. I'm gonna cast. Oh wait, is that ranged? I really hope it's. Oh balls. Okay, I'm gonna cast bless. +1
then
to all
+1.
your attacks. Yay!
Yay, more pluses.
Does that stack with
It's a different kind of buff.
It's a different
Yeah.
kind of bonus.
Is it?
Should
Okay.
be divine.
Standing?
Yeah, Cadius,
he's
high
looking
five.
pretty injured.
Standing's taking multiple sword hits to the face.
Should probably
Like
back
a
up a
step.
little.
Here, let me trim that mustache for you. Fucking shit.
Standing
Elf
loses his
mad. Elf
mustache.
so mad. Elf.
Wait, what's
Elf's
the red?
So
What's the blue? And what's the green?
Blue was blessed for me. That's what I did.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
Oh,
green
do I
is
get bless
inspire.
on me now?
Yeah.
Alright.
There we go.
Red is rage.
Except for my dudes, where red
So-
is scimitar.
Shit. What do I want to do
Scimitar
here?
breastplate.
Use pink then for rage. Sure. That works.
Oh my
So
god, pink
manly.
for rage? So
How
good.
much? How
So
much?
good.
It's the pink
How much
rage.
heal? Hold on. How much heal is moderate again?
Your
2d8?
moderate 2d8 plus. Well, actually, it's +5 for that particular.
Oh, that's a different one. Okay, cool.
Because moderate, I think he. Where did you get that one? You got that one at the store, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, whatever last session I was in, I bought.
Yeah, because the caster level's higher of the guy who crafted them.
I can argue against better healing.
Yeah.
13 health is good,
Yep.
That's pretty average, yeah.
and that's
Really?
that's all I'm gonna do. That's all I can do.
Okay.
Yeah,
Forgot
not
to stock up
being
on
almost
potions
dead
again.
until these guys come running into me and kill me this turn.
That's the plan. I mean, nothing.
I mean, quiet.
This guy's
Take
gonna.
Wish I
Outrageous.
didn't get that Kindle Watch cape.
This guy's gonna
Emblem
move
removed.
here.
He's
Wish-
gonna cast
the
fucking
Kindle
burning
Watch.
hands, just or fireball or
God!
some
No,
shit.
they're not. They're not.
I'm
mages.
sure these
Fireball.
two guys, these two guys have some like crazy debate right now whether they're gonna go after me with the gun or the guy that just cleaved their friend in half.
Well, this guy's definitely going there. So.
Whoa, wait a minute. Cadius, could you 5 foot and then burning hands here?
I could if they all stay there.
Yeah.
Except they're all gonna run past and kill Stanting.
This guy probably isn't.
They
but he
all are
goes
gonna
here.
acrobatics over us to get to standing.
So this guy's going to
Maybe.
attack Stanting. Hang on while I do the correct things. That one is a hit, and this one is not. So he hits once, deals 10
God, they did that
damage,
twice.
Oh,
and then this
still got at
guy
least health left, right?
is
What
going
What you at,
17?
bro?
to.
17? 17 out of 50.
I think
Oh.
you can take one more hit.
This guy is going to step here and delay.
Stab at John.
Nope.
Oh.
What a bitch!
Jean's turn.
Jean. Don't stay there.
No, I'm gonna stay right here.
Please
I'm
don't.
going to,
Kill the guy in front of you. Just please
Go
don't.
here.
You can't be flanked.
No.
I'm gonna swing at this guy right here.
Okay.
Down the list. So, oh my gosh, so that's a +3.
The Reds are rogues.
Reds are scimitar wielding bastards. Oh, that's fucking
Confirm. Does it hit?
That's
It's a
19 confirm?
let me check. No, just not by 1.
You added all the bonuses for.
Total of +3.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I was a +7 last time.
Yeah.
Dang it.
So,
So close.
21 to that guy,
Oh my
and
god.
then I'm gonna cleave to the guy below me.
You can only
It
do it if
can't-
they're
it has to be
adjacent.
right next to
They
them.
have to
Yeah,
be
it has to
adjacent.
be right next to you.
Yeah,
Oh, they
you
have-
can't.
They have to be
The guy
adjacent.
below
Yeah.
me? Oh, they have.
They have to
Adjacent
be adjacent.
together.
Together.
Oh, okay.
Like he would have to be in the square next to you. You know what I mean? Like for
Like,
you to fall.
Okay, yeah,
through.
I
You'd have
gotcha.
to be there.
Like it would have to be
Or
like
there.
this instead of like that.
Okay,
So
I gotcha.
if you would have taken a 5-foot step up and then cleaved the two in
actually,
front of
Could've
standing.
clicked like that.
Yeah.
Well, I had to protect Estrella, but then I totally botched it. So
Oh god.
That's okay.
Okay. Sure. Sure.
okay, so that's
I mean,
it.
I'd still take a 5-foot step up here if I were you. Right, no.
Yeah.
Okay, this guy's gonna attack Jean. If you're not moving.
Don't be a dumbass.
I'll move.
Go.
Why?
Okay, this guy's gonna attack Estrella then.
Okay, that's fine. AC is 19.
1 hit. Oh, and that one was a bad roll. 1 hit. 2 hit.
Okay, ow.
So that's 1, 2, 30 damage total.
Okay.
Holy crap.
I rolled 8 out of a D8 and then 8 out of a D8 again. Like
Ow.
I rolled max damage. It couldn't have done more. As he chops into Estrella. And this guy is gonna 5-foot step up and attack Estrella.
Alright.
Uh,
Come back, Jean.
Come back!
It's my hero.
So that's another 2 hits.
Now look who's not returning to their husband.
And 1's a critical threat, actually.
Oh god.
So let me just see if I crit threat. No, the crit threat is not real. Okay, hang on. So that's 20 damage total.
You
Alright.
have 1 life left, don't you?
Yes.
Estrella just got
Rest in
fucking
pepperonis.
rolled on. Zanvin.
1 HPs.
What HPs? What HPs? Best HPs? I still have 1 HP left. I'll be fine.
Just 15.
Telling me to move, best idea, right? Indeed.
You know who's going next?
Cadius.
Devin goes right
yeah,
here,
yeah.
and then like in this direction uses Court of Shards.
Can
So it
Can you
hits
do
the
it in a
first
straight
2,
line?
it doesn't hit the third one.
but what about Relic and
He can
Estrella?
shape his spells, can't you?
Yeah, he has selective.
Oh, spell shape.
Oh, he has
Yeah,
selective?
selective.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so it hits the first 2? Alright,
They have to make a reflex of 17,
cool.
which is wicked easy to do, but
Wait, no. What's the reflex? Let me check. Oh, it's not that high. Neither of them make it.
sweet. Hold on. They both take 5 damage.
Yay!
I'm a bard. I'm doing what I can do.
Are they?
Isn't
is
there something
another
else?
effect,
Isn't
like
there something else
stun
that Quarter Shards
or
does?
something?
I feel like it should be.
No, that's
Oh, that's
Thunder's
the
Call,
Thunder Call or whatever,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's Thunder
which
Call.
I could have put it right here and then hit all 3 of them, but
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
unfortunate. Okay. So this guy's turn. He is going to stab. Oh god. Logically, his friends just rolled the shit out of Estrella. I'm tempted
Yeah.
to be like he would stab Estrella, but
Yeah, because Estrella is weak,
Also
but Ralik did
logically, though,
20
I just
damage,
smacked
so
the
it's
guy in
like,
the face
Ralik
with
did 20
sight.
damage to him. So what I'm gonna do is roll a d100.
alright.
Okay,
Above
so
or below, it's like 50-50.
Yeah, it's Ralik.
Oh.
So he's gonna swing at the scythe wielding psychopath. And miss
He's not that
one
crazy.
and critical threat the other.
78 damage
And
on
critical
hits.
confirmed.
Oh god.
So many
Time,
crits.
time to find out what this actually does. Hang on. I have to go to my critical chart. Protect your hands. So 38. Oh, holy shit. Okay.
Oh,
So
God.
so
Relic
38 is
support
target
your
provokes an
movement.
attack of opportunity from anybody who's nearby who could be provoked. So there's another guy who's going to attack you, but I'll get to that in a second.
Okay.
God.
Yeah.
I think we should leave and send the military down.
Yeah, that's the plan.
So you take 21 damage from the crit.
Okay.
And then there's an attack of opportunity. And it hits. And 10 damage.
At least it wasn't a crit.
Rally.
Shaw has taken no damage.
Ouch. First of all. Secondly, combat expertise attacked the guy who just crit me, I guess. Yeah. And the 2 from that. And 28 to hit for 15
Which
damage.
guy that almost hit you?
The guy that just crit me.
The first guy? Okay.
Yeah.
That hits
15.
for sure. Critical threat, so roll... Oh, no, not critical threat.
That's
no,
not
just
a
max
that's my
damage.
damage. Yeah.
My bad.
Well, two less
So
attacks, but...
that is damage. That guy's looking pretty sick. Estrella.
You know what? I'm gonna do a withdraw. I'm not gonna take the full double move, but back to around here. Just be like, Cadius, do the fire thing. Do the fire
Do
thing,
the fire
please.
thing where you
Fire.
close up.
Clutching wounds. She looks barely standing with her 1 HP.
Cadius.
I'll take a 5-foot step here. And then pew pew powers. Yay.
Do you hit all of them?
Yeah.
I hit all 3.
Okay, cool. So
Shit.
rolling
15,
reflex saves.
Yeah. 17s, I think. Yeah.
Okay, only the first guy makes it.
Okay, well, the first guy takes half of 23, and then I have to do 1 for each guy, right?
Yeah.
So, second dude
11.
takes 20, and third dude takes 24.
So 11, 20, 24.
Okay.
Jesus.
Damn, man, that's some pretty good damage.
Holy crap.
The front guy is only barely standing.
Dang it.
Standing.
Oh man, if I only got a 6.
Right?
I'm probably gonna die.
We're all gonna die. This is a
Does-
TPK.
Is standing too prideful to
so-
withdraw?
Go pig or go home, obviously.
Okay.
Butt 5 foot
stroke.
step, and I'm dropping prone, so I don't take my negatives. Because free action to drop it. And I'm pulling out the fucking Culverine. Because if we're gonna do this fucking 30-foot grape shot, why the fuck not?
Oh
Wait,
god.
you can do all. You can,
And I'm
you
gonna
can,
hit all
wait,
three of
wait,
those
wait, wait,
dudes.
wait. You can pull it out in one turn and load it and shoot it with grape shot.
It's free action.
Yeah.
It's two-handed
Yeah.
specialty.
That
I'm
is
gonna die anyway, so
that
fuck
is like the most bullshit thing ever. But fine.
It is bullshit, but I'm
That's
gonna die
great.
anyway, so I might as well. Fuck
Just imagine it this way: in the 5-foot, he whips it out, loads it, and drops prone.
Falls, then fires.
Yeah, but the best thing is I have rapid reload, so I get to fire it twice at every single person. So I'm gonna fucking roll this 6 times. Okay, shoot guns 6 times.
Wait, how? What? No fucking way. How?
Because
What?
I have to roll it. I have to roll it for each person, and then because it's free action to reload and rapid shot, because two-handed weapons.
I
I've
feel
got
like
the
this
mission.
has to be bullshit somewhere. Like, there's no way you're hitting 6 things twice.
Well, he's hitting
It's
3
it's
things.
3 things
Three
twice.
things
It's
twice.
3 dudes twice.
Okay.
Because
rolling
it's a
6
spread
times.
shot, and he's hitting twice, so...
I don't think that 16 probably doesn't hit his touch though. If he's good.
Maybe.
3, 4, 5, 6. What's the? Oh god.
I think that second one's a misfire though. Yeah.
The third
no,
one.
the third one. The third one's a
third one is a
misfire, but I'm gonna
misfire.
keep firing anyway. So fuck it. I broke my gun, but I don't give a shit.
Do you have quick draw?
I do, because it's a prerequisite for
Yeah.
moving to my thingy.
Oh, okay.
You should. I think you get quick draw at like level 3. As a as a
as
gunslinger?
a musket master or whatever.
Maybe.
so-
I don't know.
Just because you need to have
I
quick draw,
I think
otherwise
he
you
needs
can't
it
do this
for-
twice. Like you can fire once, but otherwise you got to spend the move.
Yeah, isn't
So,
a full
unless-
round action to
unless-
rapid fire?
You have it is a full
Yeah,
round.
but the thing
action
is, he
rapid
took a
fire.
5-foot. Like,
Yeah,
he
but-
can full round.
Pulling out the gun is
Yes,
the thing.
but pulling out the gun, right?
Oh,
Because
yeah,
he's
yeah, yeah.
switching guns. Like
Is dropping
he's
prone a free action?
yes,
too?
it is.
Yes.
It's a free
Yeah.
action to draw prone.
Oh, sure.
I think it's a prerequisite for something else he has though, so I think he has it.
Quick draw is on his character sheet. Like he has it.
But yeah.
Should be
It's
on
on
my,
his character sheet.
Okay, well, good then. Fine. I just wanted to make
yep,
sure.
it's on my character sheet. So
Cool. All right.
It's on my
So
character sheet.
good.
Pro.
My
all
character
right.
Boom,
sheet.
boom, boom.
I'm
So-
Does that
unloading.
scare the rest of them away? Can you make an intimidate roll?
Okay, so what the
So,
shit did you
did I
just
hit-
shoot?
Did I hit
A baby
fucking
cannon.
already?
Is this touch
I'm
touch
just
AC
kidding.
or is this
It's all
very?
touch.
That's all touch
It's
AC.
fucking grape shot touch.
Bullshit. All
I
right.
don't think there's any criticals though.
So,
none-
you're gonna have to advise me as to whether these things are hitting like 1 2 1 2 1 2
Oh,
or if
okay,
you're
I'm
doing
gonna,
like 1 2
I'm
3
gonna.
1 2 3.
It's the first two shots are for the top person. The second two
Okay, all
shots-
right, we're doing it like
Uh,
that. All right, fine.
We'll do it in order, and then
Um,
I'll roll the damage for each
So
one.
2 hits on the first guy, only 1 on the second guy, and then 2 on the third guy.
Okay, this is gonna be a fuck ton of damage though. Bless,
Split.
bless, and the
Inspire courage is plus
Inspire
2.
courage.
Just
Inspire courage is the
Bless
only one that
doesn't do
kills you.
damage.
Okay,
Bless
so
is
it's
just
plus-
your attack roll.
So
Plus
it's just +2
Yeah.
for damage. Holy fucking shit! This is gonna be a lot of damage.
Oh, by the way, I think that that 16-year-old should have been a 17. I don't think that helps since it was a misfire anyway, but
I haven't got a misfire yet.
Yeah.
So that is 20,
That's
20
30.
damage. Or
30.
30 damage.
30.
30 damage on the top.
Math.
So 30 damage on the top guy.
Okay.
The second guy is taking.
No,
fuck
no.
tons
The
of
second
damage.
guy only
He only
takes
takes
one.
He only
shot,
takes
so
one
the
shot.
He only takes one
So
shot.
the
Okay.
18.
The 19 can be
18.
for the next guy.
18. And then fucking the next guy is taking
38.
38.
38 damage. I'm laying on the ground, so if they come over and stab me, they get like +4 to their fucking
Okay,
stabbing.
well, that
roll.
dude is dead as fuck. The other 2 guys are still alive, however.
And it's probably
Their
their
breastplates fucking absorbing the blows like hardcore.
Oh.
And
Alex.
it's their turn, so
I know. I was gonna die, so
I'm
fucking
pretty
gonna
sure
take
you're
home.
dead, pig. I hate
I only
to.
have 17 health, so unless they fucking fail, but I have a -4 to my AC. 'cause
Okay,
I'm
this
12,
guy's rocking up on your ass. You know,
so 15.
they're honestly like the group as a whole are intimidated because of the fact that fire and boom
Just
booms and so forth. But also like they are the same number of people as you currently, and you guys are just as wounded. You know what I mean? Like they see you're gonna withdraw pretty soon. You know, so they're not unskilled. You know, so this guy.
Yeah, John isn't even touched.
Go ahead and murder me.
I'm not murdered either.
We misplaced the tank.
So that's a hit on the first one for sure.
John, help!
So that's
Me.
13
Help
damage.
Okay, we're at 4 health.
And
We're
then
still
this
good.
dude's gonna step up.
And he's gonna miss.
If it's possible.
Critical fail.
That's not a miss. And neither is that.
There goes my hero. Watch him as
That
his
is
mustache
22 damage.
Holy
Heart of the
fucking shit.
wilderness, please live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shaky. -5?
18.
No.
Do the math. Do the math. Do the math. Everybody's mathing right now.
18.
I'm at -18. So what do I need to roll for this?
First of
Fort
all,
save.
Fort save plus Heart of the Wild. Okay, there's a chance I could live.
what is Heart of the Wild?
Basically
It gives you
plus
bonuses.
stabilization.
It's stabling.
But if it's double your con, you die?
If it equals your con, but
Yeah, but Heart of the
He gets
Wilderness
something
gets
else.
bonuses to that, and then
Yeah,
I
so-
think it gets bonuses to stabilize as well.
Anyway,
yeah,
well, let's
basically
see.
it's to keep you from bleeding out.
If I don't make this, I'm probably dead anyway. So, I lived.
Okay, but what are you at? Like,
Negative 18.
Negative, like everything.
negative
Negative
18?
18.
How are you at negative 18 and still alive?
Well,
Here, I
Probably
got
not.
it.
Let me find it.
Well, not
Probably
humans. Humans, but +5 bonus on original checks. They add half their level to their con score when determining negative hit points necessary to kill them.
Okay, so that's
So
only
what's
2.
your con?
So yeah, I'm dead then.
Okay.
You're fucking
No.
dead. You're a fucking dead
Stanting.
bitch.
Stanting has been murdered. Go figure. Go home.
Stanting just got fucking scimitarred like
Stanting,
to
no.
pieces. The breastplates of these dudes are like dented with fucking grape shot and like their coats are ripped up and they're bloody in the face, but they fucking killed that asshole.
Go figure. Go home. I'm dead.
John, help me.
I'm working on it. It's not my turn yet.
I think it's coming eventually.
Stanting.
This could be a TPK from the first fight.
As
we're good.
Stanting's going down with swords in his chest, the tea was good.
Oh god.
All right, Jean.
It's all right. We'll resurrect you later.
Stanting, it should have been my final wish is that Estrella get married.
Celeste is consistent, right? Or is it on one attack?
What?
No, it's all the time.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's for a
Oh,
while.
I'm thinking of I don't remember what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Okay. So
She's
5 foot,
okay.
dunk the rogue.
Pig. I'm sorry, bro.
I was expecting it.
Look. I'm
Yeah.
sure he would have survived if he didn't run out stupidly to
Yeah,
shoot
I was
one guy.
Run out that
Like I
far.
said, to stay back.
Wait,
I
That was
couldn't
on the
see anything.
rogue,
18 on who?
the red guy.
The red guy? No.
Yeah, I didn't think so. No fix.
Oh god.
All right, this guy's gonna attack you, Jean.
Kill them all.
Please.
First one hits. Second one hits.
He went down a member of Harn.
30 damage.
Okay.
Max rolls again. 8 and then 8 again.
Dang it, Yin!
Dang it, Ian.
Yin did bless my dice
know.
before this. He
I
blessed
saw
my
that.
dice in the chat. So this guy is also gonna attack you. What's your AC right now, buddy?
13.
Oh yeah, I hit you twice again.
So Pectus says I need to roll a Kindle Watch BC.
So that's 18 damage.
Oh.
Zanvin,
Um,
you fools, you fight Yin blessed dice. Your time draws to an end. Brig forever. Yeah.
I need to check something.
On the bright side, we still haven't lost as many characters as the brig yet.
True.
Yeah. Don't jinx it.
Say that.
True, but you might
Listen,
catch. You look
I
true,
said
but
yet.
you might catch up to them in one session.
Exactly. I said yet.
God.
If everybody dies, what am I gonna do?
Well,
Scale back
session's
your
over.
encounters.
Guys, make your characters.
We get a new campaign and new Kennethor.
Yeah,
Move right here,
or Brant.
and I'm gonna cast
Brant.
Thunderous. Call right there.
And stun those 3 bitches.
Yep, they have to make
They have to make
a
saves.
save of it's a level 2 one, so 18.
Is it fort, will, or reflex?
Yeah.
I have it up. Fortitude.
It's for-
Oh, okay, cool.
I'm about to get flanked.
Okay,
so
cool.
bad.
That's great.
No, like they suck at that. They all fail.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Shit, nothing I do works.
Zanvin, most ineffective member ever.
Do they still take damage or no?
How long are they stunned
they
for,
still
and how
take
much damage
damage.
do they take?
I think it's one. round still.
1 round, and they take 1d8. So
Okay, well, roll your d8. D8
you're-
seems low.
Sad.
well,
Yeah,
it stuns them for a round too.
Yeah,
so I
that's
mean,
true.
But none of your
D8
and once I get,
scales.
I guess
once
it's
I
more
get
of a
bigger,
u-
I
it's-
get 5d8.
I think it's
so,
more of a
mean,
utility.
Yeah,
Well, yeah,
the
like
D8
it's
scales,
shards.
but-
Oh, but you did kill this motherfucker. He's just dead.
Yay.
Thank you, Zanvin.
He had like
It's
2.
like that one health construct kill.
Yeah. He had like 2 HP. Ralik, your
what's it,
turn.
level 7 is
Yeah, in pain, but attacking the guy that was just stunned by Zandon with more combat expertise. Just Actually, I'll power attack this time because he's stunned for now. So no combat expertise. This is probably 13 to hit. Not gonna
Sadly
hit.
not. Estrella.
And then I will my footstep here. Because no.
I'm 5-foot stepping here and asking if anyone has potions or
Heals!
healing.
Heals, please!
Basically heals,
I
yeah.
can
I
show you
do.
this.
have a potion. I just haven't gotten a chance to like use it. That's why I was stepping away.
Okay.
I was just trying to help Jean before I left. It didn't work.
Okay. Caddies.
So Cadius, essentially deeply wounded by the fact that Stanting is on the ground
That's
and
a
bleeding.
yeah.
It's
not
very
bleeding,
harsh.
He's just dead.
Well, no, he's been shanked and he's on the ground, so I don't know he's dead.
He's like
So-
missing a fucking arm. Okay.
No, he's been stabbed.
-18.
There is
he's
hope.
pretty
Actually, no.
fucked up.
It was with scimitars. He probably is missing an arm more likely than being
So
stabbed.
I'm gonna fucking
He's laying on the ground and
pew
these
pew
people just
fire.
Okay, pew pew fire. All right. Roll the pew pews.
Yeah.
22 and 23 save 17.
Okay, here we go.
Don't you take an A up from that guy for being in his
No,
mouth?
It's
It's,
close
close
combat.
range.
We went over that.
Sadly, they both make the saves.
Meh. They both take 11.
They both take 11. They're both almost dead. Your damage is like so spread out. All right, Standing.
I continue to be dead.
He's dead.
I continue to be a
Continue.
corpse. Okay, this guy's gonna step over Standing's corpse and like fucking go to stab Cadius.
Go.
Dibs on the manor. You don't get the
Swing.
manor.
Swinging a hit.
Actually, Estrella would probably get the manor.
And
His parents are
Cadius.
still alive.
Cadius or
His,
Estrella.
12
his
damage.
parents are still alive.
Okay. Oh, that's not right.
His parents will get the manor. It's still kind of theirs.
12
Does
damage.
Stanton want to be buried in the garden?
Used his fertilizer.
And this guy's gonna attack Cadius as well.
Might be able to reincarnate him as like an elf or a goblin.
I'm
Reincarnate
sure Stanton
Standing.
would want to be reincarnated.
Kendall gets the manor.
Standing without a mustache, it's hardly worth living.
Oh no, he'd always have a mustache. It wouldn't matter.
Oh
He
yeah,
would just have
we
the
went over
mustache.
this.
We went over
He-
this.
Female drow with a mustache.
Yeah. 13 damage from that guy, Cadius.
Stanting is a mustache.
Jean,
He's
your
not
turn.
actually
It's
a man.
actually just the mustache.
I'll attack the guy below me. Again, hopefully. Oh my gosh.
It's okay, they're both stunned, maybe.
I mean, they are both stunned, so you're gonna get
Does
another
stunning
chance.
have an effect on that?
Well, they're flat-footed. Denied.
It's like you
dex.
lose your dex, and I don't know if stun gives you another minus. I can check.
I don't think it does.
I think they
You
just
lose
can't
your
act.
dex.
I think
Yeah,
stunned
no,
is like
it's just
really good
flat-footed, and
anyway,
sadly
so
that's no
I
good.
don't think that would be it. Yeah.
Drops everything held, takes a -2, and loses dexterity.
-2 is not low enough. On
He
the-
still
Unless their
drops
dex is
everything.
like +7.
oh,
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
right.
it's
No,
combined
it's,
-2 and lose
you're right.
dex.
It's on flat-footed, so you would hit him.
Oh, seriously? Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Dunk him.
So, dunk him,
Okay.
and then
6 is fine.
proceed to cleave into the other guy. Correctly this time.
Yeah, you murdered that
Si,
fucker.
senor.
That hits. Or 24. That guy's dead too.
Yes.
Hey,
Shit!
might survive the first encounter,
Zanvin.
except for standing.
Zanvin goes up here, points Court of Shards. Oh wait, no, I'd have to go like right there. Points it that way, and it's in a cone of 15 feet. So
Estrella's so grief-stricken
Cool.
over standing, she has to postpone the wedding for another 5 years.
make a
That's what I was thinking.
DC of 17 reflex.
Hang on. Do. Neither of them make it.
Yes. 7 damage to each of them.
Okay, this guy's dead. And,
Yeah!
and this guy's still alive. Relic.
I have enough health to take one hit if he doesn't crit me, which I know he will. So I'll go up here and try to attack him. Might as well sacrifice my life, right? If Stanting dies, what is there to live anymore?
Sacrifice your life?
No, I'm
How
power
much health
attacking.
do you have? Like,
I haven't. I should have enough.
pretty
unless-
sure you're okay. I'm not gonna like take you from 30
No, Elf.
to like
I'm saying 'cause he
nothing.
probably gonna crit me. Like that would be my luck. But,
Crit and take off a hand.
It's true. That would be worse.
and 15. I'm-
You don't hit. Estrella.
They're sticking by Zanvin.
You do not want to go forward and just be like the last kill. You know what I mean? Just like, oh, you're dead.
I don't want to try that. Like,
Cadius.
no way.
Don't worry, if anybody
I'm
gets
going
near us,
to,
thunderous call.
just produce flame and fucking touch the guy
Okay.
with my fire.
Yeah.
So, 6 for a touch attack. Oh yay! Because my rolls are garbage.
No. Standing as a corpse. This guy attacking Ralik.
Standing as a corpse.
Standing
Standing
as a
as a
corpse.
That's a hit. And so is that. No crits, sadly. I mean, greatly.
I mean, I might fall over unconscious still, but I might.
23 damage.
Yeah, I'm -1. Uh.
No!
It's so done.
Roll
Kill
fort
it.
save.
What
I
the-
can roll fort save right now
Please
if you want.
just kill
On
this
your
guy.
turn, don't worry.
Yin. Here's the issue, though. I blessed his dice because of what he plans in the second encounter.
I'm not going there.
26 to hit. Oh, 30.
30 damage. Cleave
Get
in
out of here.
half.
Yeah, he's fucking
Cleave
dead.
Ralik.
He's super duper dead. Quick, cleave Ralik. Yeah.
Potion on me.
Cleave
Definitely,
Ralik, cleave
but-
Cadius.
No.
I'm gonna
Oh, right there.
channel and for 5. Yay, everybody gained 5. I'm up.
Yay.
And then I'm gonna go over to fucking Stanting
+5 corpse life.
and see if he's alive.
Don't you have Death
Which-
Watch? Doesn't somebody have Death Watch?
He does,
No.
but I think it's on his goggles. But
Yeah,
I don't
I-
know.
I do not have
I
Death
had
Watch.
Death
Somebody took
Oh.
Death Watch goggles. It may have been
Stanting had
Stanting.
Death
Watch.
He knows he's dead.
Speaking of goggles, I would like to
Which he,
acquire a pair of goggles from one of these dead people.
I thought you might want to do that, yeah. Everybody can if they want.
there's
I
an
will, but I won't put them on.
Cool.
Yeah,
And I'm
I
also
have
gonna look
goggles
for,
around my neck and an
insignias
eye
or
patch on my
anything.
head. Like,
Oh,
I don't
that's-
have more space for goggles.
Okay, so you check Standing, and Standing is fucking corpse
Dead.
horrific.
He's
He's
still
in
doing his death monologue. I never got to be.
No, he's fucking dead. He is cadaverated. He is splendiferously
He's
decimated.
amazingly dead.
He is
Thaddeus?
literally as dead as it gets.
He's been Yamcha'd.
He's
Yes.
Yamcha'd.
Yamcha. Ralik.
Well,
much.
like, Alec is like barely standing, like, so, something tells me we should leave.
Help me pick him up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, start carrying
You
the
guys,
corpse of
you guys
Stanting.
pick up the corpse of Stantang to bring it out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at Cadius while they're doing that,
I
and be
kind of
like,
like drop down and like am crying. So.
Oh.
"Oh,
I'm
well,
crying. Aw.
I'm not gonna talk to the crying guy. Then I'll turn to Zan.
The other
I'll talk to
badass.
Zan.
So, as touching as this is, I believe the city is under attack, and it cannot wait for us to take care of this.
Yeah, but if we go in there, the rest of us are gonna die. I can't
Zanvin's going to look at Jean and go, "We don't need any more cadavers. For now, we're pulling out and we'll send guards in."
I feel like we were sent specifically instead of guards, though.
I don't care. We're bringing the guards.
we can't get any farther. Like,
Zanvin's also going to go over and actually put a hand over on Cadius's shoulder.
Oh, oh, the emotional moment.
the emotion.
Oh, it hurts.
Cadius, we'll bring him
The
out.
feels.
We
Ah.
have to leave right now.
We'll come back later, Jean. Don't worry.
John just fucking people.
Do I see this?
I don't know.
I don't know, do you?
Perception.
Okay, I'm not facing the direction, so
Yeah.
fine. I don't. You're lucky, you know.
Hey,
I think I can carry.
Wait a minute.
I can carry Stanting
you're gonna
mostly.
kick. You're gonna kicked in the nads.
Yeah. I can,
I'm gonna
with
help
some
carry
help, I can
Stanting
carry
out.
Stanting. Yeah.
All right, so
Alright.
you guys
Okay,
take the corpse of Standing out of here, and I'm assuming you're leaving. As
Yeah.
you leave, of
Guard.
course, the people posted on guard are like, "Holy shit!" Like this fucking Standing is dead.
I look them dead in the eye and I'm like, you send as many people down there as possible, and you kill everyone who isn't a worker.
Bring guns. They seem to
I
work
will
the
hand
best.
them one of the goggles and be like, "They were wearing these to help see in the dark. Maybe you can find some like it or whatever."
Indeed.
Or whatever.
The guard sort of nods to you guys. Doesn't really, communicate particularly well. You guys are dealing with something, and he doesn't want to get in the way of it. And session closed.
Time for a funeral.
The only lawful member in a party of chaotics just died mysteriously in the dark. Well.
Oh, I love
Not
that.
suspicious at all.
That's what I mean. That looks
That's
like a
life.
good place for me.
Oh god, yeah.
We could RP the funeral.
We could RP the funeral,
But
yeah.
you
I
could
was gonna
you
go to
could
Arizona
RP the
to heal.
funeral at the beginning of what you were doing next week.
You know what? Yes.
Also RP
For
the
like an
resurrection of
hour and
Stanton.
a half.
We could also
Fine. Well, right
RP
now
the
Zanvin
reincarnation of Stanting. We could do that.
The
Zanvin is
reincarnation of Stanting.
putting it upon himself to get as many guards as possible. He's starting to like rally them under the Minister and Magistress's name.
Cool.
Come to me, we will lay
That's what I'm doing.
siege.
I'm gonna be
I
following Xamin around because I want to be with these guards when I go back in there and kill these guys.
I'm probably going to go to Arisari for healing because she can heal.
She can't heal. She is a
Yeah.
druid. You're pretty close to being dead this session.
Yes.
So
yes,
was so
lot
was
of people were
Rally.
close to
PHP,
being
single
dead.
turn, yeah. Whoosh.
Reincarnated Estrella.
I just imagine like looking to Jenna. I don't know which one of us is more disappointed.
Just that, like, as Estrella, like reborn as like a male orc, comes up to Alistair, is like, "Your bride is here."
Your bride is here. Marry me.
Bride
I
is
feel
here.
like being happy and pretty.
Don't you
Fuck.
love me anymore?
Oh man.
I take Ralik with me just so I can have,
Yeah, I mean he'll go with you. Yeah.
like the angel on the shoulder as opposed to the devil, so he can punch me in the back of the head just in case.
Cool.
I'm
Alright.
gonna
Knock
go
you
to
into the
Stanton
negatives,
and
fail your
explain
force
him.
save.
Cadius is going to Stanting Manor and locking himself in the study.
Yeah.
Pretty
The
much.
The grieving. The grieving is
grieving.
real.
Although I'm very curious to see what Pig puts out now.
I know what
can
Pig is
try
gonna
it.
make
What
next.
will be my next character?
I already know what Pig is gonna roll.
I know what Pig's rolling.
A monk.
I feel like you're trying to reincarnate
A
Stanting.
monk.
All right. Anyway, I think I'm gonna end it for the archives there. I think that's a
Okay.
really good spot. There's a nice emotional high going on here, or low, I guess. But whatever.
I'm actually legitimately sad that
I
Stanton
am
died.
I am also legitimately sad. But as a DM, I couldn't just be like the
You
rogue,
can-
step
you
around
can-
him.
You can express those sad feelings next session when Hugh Weaving shows up and says, "I'm a man of few words. Standing was a good guy. We'll see y'all later." And then leave.
Anyway, I'm going to kill the recording. So thank you very much, those of you who are watching on the archives. Yeah, woo, bye.